Okay, and I tested this earlier to make sure the controller worked, and apparently, like, this thing has gamepad support. And when it has gamepad support, the controller pretends to be a gamepad, like a 360 gamepad.
Oh yeah, I think that's what
I
Payday 2 did.
don't want it to do that though, because that just like basically your trackpad becomes a virtual joystick.
Yeah, and so you're not moving it like trackpad. You're just like moving it to the edges to have the thing
Right.
move
So
that
I think I
feels
can
really
change that doing this.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Here we
I
go.
couldn't find the way to. Oh, you're gonna do keyboard and mouse?
I'm gonna try it in
Okay,
keyboard and mouse mode. I want to see how that
yeah,
works.
try that out. Because I don't.
A lot of these
boy.
buttons are not useful in. Damn, I'm trying to remember the
Yeah.
the Mirror's Edge key map. We might just have to pop in
Go
there
in-game and see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fine. Just pick something random. I'm sure it'll work out.
Did my controller?
I'm sure it'll
Yep,
work
I-
out just fine.
Oh.
The only thing I could think of that would be worse than receiver for a Steam controller would be like a text adventure. That's about it.
Why would a
Steam
text
controller
adventure be
with,
worse?
like-
I mean, unless you had to
Steam
input.
controller with
Unless you're talking about like inputting
Yeah.
like the input commands kind of text adventure. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Zork.
No wait, no.
Steam controller with Zork.
Oh no. MT
I
first
wanna mess
says
around with
play
audio."
Psychonauts to celebrate the Psychonauts 2 announcement.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard about that. Whoa.
Yeah.
You have a big resolution, bro.
Yeah, I've got a 1440p monitor. It's being downscaled to about 720p right now. Over the stream. But,
Oh god, worst of both worlds. McNutcase said typing of the dead.
Yes!
That is-
Typing
that
of the dead.
Yeah, there we go. We have a winner.
All right. So.
What were we playing?
We're playing.
No, what were we playing?
playing-
Winning?
Oh,
we
we
were
were
I can
playing.
see it was
oh,
playing
well,
Mirror's
yeah.
Edge.
We were playing Medieval 2 Total War. It should say that at the top of the stream.
In fact, I need to change
It
that.
does. This is an interesting medieval mod.
Can I get my?
Yeah, it's one of those
Gallad
total
T?
conversion mods.
Medieval.
I
Total
might
Age.
have seen your
guess not.
might have seen your email, but I have no way of knowing because I get a lot of emails and I don't know which one's yours.
Oh,
I don't see any from from anybody named Gallad.
I should not have attempted to alt tab. Oh, stop it, you damn controller!
You fool! You've ruined everything.
You know what we need? You know the like Mavis Bacon teaches typing? We need like a Mavis Bacon teaches Steam controller.
Yes.
I would buy that.
And first, it's like bind F to F. So, is the stream down?
No, what? I mean, maybe it's possible. I'm stuck. I tabbed out of Mirror's Edge to go change the stream name,
Okay.
and
It
I
says
It
can't.
is in fact
but,
still up.
Are we? Can they
I
hear
listened
us?
to the audio of us talking about it. Yeah.
I can't tab back in. It won't let me.
Well, then I guess we're up for like a riveting hour of discussion over the Mirror's Edge control screen.
Yep. Attack is mouse.
really
button.
dig
My
the
first
colors they
question
use
when
for
I
the
see,
buttons.
yeah, these are controls. I look at them and I think, what do they eat?
God damn it!
What motivates the attack button in this story? Like, I have no connection to this button.
I mean, for Mirror's Edge, it's actually a valid question. Why is there an attack button? What is its motivation? Just to
Why is
ruin
this just
an
not an
otherwise
alternate
interesting
jump
thing?
button?
If you press the attack button, it loads the Steam store and navigates you to the nearest Call of Duty game.
The task manager. Oh, hey, I can get my. Here we go. Can we tab in now?
suddenly desktop.
I guess not.
Except not really. It's just white.
Here,
It's like
I'm
a
just
white
gonna
screen with
close
your start bar.
Mirror's Edge. It'd be great if I could get the task. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Mirror's Edge is not responding. That's great. There we go. I did it.
With a stick.
Yeah.
All right. That was. I'm not doing that again. Were you guys able to hear what we were saying while all that was happening, or did we just like stop? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they
good.
were.
Yep.
You got to experience that with us.
They saw
All right.
everything.
So what was I doing? I was controls. Here we go. Right. I need shift, space, control. Actually, control's not that important, but shift and space are important, which I think I'll bound to the bumpers.
I know, Bropock. I know that this game looks so cool. I wish I actually enjoyed playing it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I love it. I love the music. I love the aesthetic. And then I start playing it, and I'm like,
Those are.
I've been reading what they're saying about Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and I'm very tentatively, cautiously hype about it, because it's like, okay, they took the gunplay out. That's good.
Yeah.
The quote unquote combat is going to be more about like once you have reached the enemy, they are down. Like it's like getting the momentum to get to the enemy, and that's what Mirror's Edge should be if there's going to be any combat at all. So I don't know. That sounds neat. I think I'm one of those people who like I don't even think the guns were the biggest problem with Mirror's Edge. I think the biggest problem was that it didn't do anything narrative-wise with the premise, and I'm not super impressed with what we've seen so far on that regard. But they haven't shown us much because it looks very, very dystopia.
Oh, you know what? What's my mouse setting on this? Because it feels different. I think it's using view. Yeah, okay. We need to bump the acceleration up quite a bit, and the sensitivity
they put the
up
face buttons
quite a bit.
down. Somebody's asking why are the face buttons there? They do that because they want to give a lot of room to that trackpad. The trackpads need to be big.
Yeah, the
because
face
they're,
buttons
like,
I don't like. The whole controller feels like a compromise.
Yeah.
Well, it has a weird design in general. Somebody I follow on Twitter called it it's like a front butt design in terms of how the controller is shaped, like the handles. It feels really weird to hold.
Sensitive.
Like
it's way too sensitive.
right. And you really have to reach for the face buttons. And I have this.
Okay. There are several things I really don't like about it. The bumpers, the R1 and R2 equivalent, or R1 and L1 equivalent, they're really bad. They take a lot of activation force, and they have like no movement. Like they don't move very far, and it feels really weird. All right, we don't want to continue the game because that'll put me at the very end. This still feels. I think I want to dump the acceleration down a little bit on the mouse.
Oh, whoa! There's a big Steam sale going on.
It's been going on for a while, Seamus.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Oh,
I didn't open
Game
up
Awards
Steam.
thing.
I kind of opened up Steam to like
It's
mess
hard
with
to-
my Steamtroller while we were doing this.
It's really hard to see
and I
the
saw the
cursor in this
sale.
game. It's really,
Axiom
really
Verge
hard to
is
see the
on a
cursor.
Kinda decent sale.
Oh yeah, they mailed me about that.
I
It's
really
on my wish
hate
list.
when.
Yeah, I know you hate it, but that's
Yeah. A game on your wish list
is
is on sale, and it's like, can you email me when a game from my wish list is not on sale? Like that would be bigger
Let's
news.
not run around. You should get to her and just go
All
for
right,
it.
so this is Mirror's Edge. I really want to do a spoiler warning season on this game, but nobody else does. Whoa.
I can
No.
understand.
I'll do it.
It's
Oh, wait a minute. Do I have
it's
Q
a
on this key
fascinating
map somewhere?
game to
Because I
talk
need
about
that.
and look at, but like playing through the whole thing, it's like
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's exactly it. I'd love to talk about the game, but I don't want to have to play through it. And I know if I try and talk about it without playing through it, I'll just get fanboyed to death. Well, Seamus, if you
that's
actually
fair.
played the game, you wouldn't say that. So
let's put
I'm not
this-
doing that. There's just no. That's a game you don't win.
If I, yeah, it's like if you actually played through the whole thing, you would just be sad and. Yeah. No, and I'm saying that as somebody who really likes Mirror's Edge, but I think I really like Mirror's Edge more because of like I love the idea of it than that I think they did an
Yes.
incredible job with that idea. Like I like playing it and sort of imagining it that it is the game I want it to be. Because
Right. I fell in
I
love
mean,
with
it's
the
the
very
same deal
first
with-
trailers, and I was just like so obsessed. I couldn't wait for this game. And then I played the demo, and I was instantly turned off. It was amazing. I don't know that I've ever turned on
Really?
a game that quickly. Went from being in love to like, oh, I don't even
Faith,
care.
welcome back.
This isn't what I wanted.
My response wasn't that way. Like I do enjoy the like this segment that Josh is doing. I like when the gameplay is like this, where you're just parkouring from place to place. I don't like, obviously I don't like the gunplay. That goes without
Oh
saying.
well, the
Like,
gunplay
even people
should
who-
never have been in the game. I think
people who
everyone
love Mirror's Edge will say
recognizes that.
Yeah, but like more than that,
I guess that wasn't.
I loved the.
They don't want me to
premise of
crouch
the
under
game.
that one, I
loved
guess.
That it was. I loved that you were the messenger for stuff because of blah blah blah, and it's like the whole idea that people gave their freedoms away because you know, like for the sake of convenience.
You failed.
This blah blah blah, and the actual narrative did like nothing to support any of that. You guys have all
Yeah,
watched the
no,
original
it
video,
feels
why am I talking
it's
Yeah, yeah.
weird. It almost feels like an Empire Strikes Back story without the Star Wars to set it up. Like it
Yeah.
throws a bunch of these
It
like
feels like we're
characters as
missing
if
a
they've been
chapter.
established. Oh, I keep thinking
It's in
The right triggers to
in
it for
media
some
res, but
anything.
it never goes
If
back.
we care
and sets
about anything that isn't just like running around this really neat-looking world as fast as we can, that's really all we would have needed. Just hey,
I
deliver
gotta
some fucking packages. Do it quickly.
You know, I gotta say, I am pretty surprised at how well this is going with the Steamtroller.
Yeah.
That's,
oh, was that
this
oh.
is pretty good.
right. I always do that on this one. Okay. That was not what I wanted either.
Yeah, I dread to
I
think
take
of
it back.
what this entails for the controller, because it
Whoops.
looks like it would. be
Hamster
incredibly
is now
awkward.
playing Race the Sun, and he hasn't even decided to say hi.
Nope,
I'm not
I saw
playing
that he was
Race the Sun.
online.
What are you
when we
talking
started.
about?
Somebody message Camster and tell him he's a butt, or everybody message Camster and tell
Oh,
him he's a
now I
butt.
see the. Oh, the Steam overlay shows up on screen. That's weird.
Oh.
The maybe that's just for big picture, because I know that the Steam overlay does
Why
not
is
show
it-
up for me when
That's
I'm
not
running
the
Steam.
binding. What? Oh.
We need to do a stream again, Jared. We gotta do that.
That is technically true, but we should also do an interview podcast at some point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Possibly at the end of the year.
I would
Still
love to
feels
do
way too
Mario Maker
sensitive
streams.
with
I've
how
discovered
fast
that
I can
I've discovered that Mario Maker is a really good
blast
game
my
for
view
streaming.
around.
But capture cards, and such.
Oh, I mean, we could save some Patreon money for that.
It's true. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. I mean, I don't.
Oh. Okay.
I am incredibly appreciative of Patreon. We use it all the time, but there's just sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a thing, and then oh yeah.
Yep, I totally landed on that.
You nailed that one, Josh. Good job.
That wasn't
I'm
even what
on
I
the
was
red.
talking about.
I'm on the red thing. Oh, I see.
Wow.
What, wow.
Oops.
That should
was,
probably have broken several of your legs.
No, he dropped on a cushiony
What?
thing or something. I don't.
There we go.
I had the most trouble with that particular jump when I played it. Like, over
Oh.
the barbed wire, I just couldn't pull it off.
Why did I jump so?
It
know
feels like
why.
everybody. I had a hard time with that jump right there with the ladder. That took me a bunch of tries. I feel like everybody has their own weird thing to figure out when Mirror's Edge for the first time.
Okay, I definitely want to.
Merc wants me to run you through some spars.
Oh my god, I
You know,
forgot how disorienting the
okay,
camera can
come
be
on.
when you're like pulling yourself up on stuff.
Yeah. This is the animations in this game.
Let's fight. This is your thing you totally want to do.
The combat in this game was never any good.
Now let's
Combat
teach you
in
the
this
part of the
game is a
that you don't
butt.
care about.
It is a butt, and nobody likes
It is a butt
Nobody
smell.
wants to play it.
What is
This is the part of the game that, like, I skipped. I eventually skipped this part of the tutorial because I like couldn't figure out a certain thing the game was telling me to do.
It's still.
And then like later on in the game, I would get loading screens saying like,
Oh, it's mouse
"Hey,
2,
you can
right,
do this
okay.
crazy like jumping sidekick move to take out a guard." And I'm like, "Yeah," or I could pick up the gun of the guard I killed and then shoot the other guard.
There we go.
which
Okay,
is
left mouse.
what's way
Right.
easier to do.
Or right mouse, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. The kung fu was an awkward part of the combat for this game, but it's like, I'm cool with the idea of Faith going all ninja on guards if it wasn't just infinitely easier to just grab a gun from somewhere.
Josh, did you just try to shoot Celeste?
I tried to shoot Celeste
what just
multiple
happened?
times.
It's like playing it's like playing the single player in a fighting game, and
do
you
I
just
have?
end up spamming the one
Oops.
attack that kills everyone.
Yep.
I think I
Yeah.
need to bind that to.
You can only
What
shoot her
is
if you hit her
drop?
directly in the belt buckle. And
It's a
Oh,
weak
mouse
spot.
2.
You gotta wait till she
Right.
taunts, and then her belt buckle will blink, and then you shoot that, and it takes a little bit of her hit point bar off.
Like, this would be a lot easier if it didn't think that I had a gamepad. Like, it's not playing it like a gamepad. It's not pretending that I do have a gamepad, but it still is showing me all the gamepad prompts. Oh.
It's an interesting question about this game. I love first-person games, so I was okay with the idea of first-person platforming, but the question still stands, would it have been better in third person? Like, did it need to be first person?
I think that thematically and aesthetically it should be first person. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like the fact is that it would probably
you just threw her gun away.
The platforming
Dude,
would
this
be
thing's
like
expensive.
unquestioningly easier. Like it would be easier and more
Okay, that's
intuitive
enough
with a
training,
third
ladies.
person
Gotta get
camera,
to the
but
real
like
thing.
Yeah, this would be a
Having
piss
easy and
easy
So check in
game.
with him.
yeah, like
Hey,
having
let me know when you're ready to
easy and
get going.
intuitive controls
See
is
you
not
later,
like
Faith.
the goal of game design, and I think that's
Yeah.
something a lot of big
Continue
like
to main menu.
AAA
What?
game companies forget.
If this was
Super
third
Playhouse
person, it would be
stuff.
like my first Uncharted. It'd be like Uncharted
yeah.
for babies.
It'd be like Uncharted. Tomb
So this
Raider,
is a
Assassin's
problem.
Creed, like,
This
all
is
those games.
interesting. I can't select any of these options. I think I might have
What?
to bind enter here somewhere. Let's throw that on
Oh.
this because nobody uses the
Oh,
map
because
in
you
this
don't
game.
have an A or a B.
Because I don't have an A or a B key.
Oh, because the game doesn't use A or B.
So what is it
no.
pretending that I'm a controller now? Like, do I need to? Okay,
I
so
guess
this
so.
you can do this. I'm going to bind this to A.
So you have to press
did I
back
not?
to.
Oh,
press...
I didn't.
No, you set it to
No, I did.
Except that was the
Okay.
wrong button.
So
Well,
you're
just
gonna have to
take okay.
press-
You bind the A key to enter, and then you
Oh,
and then
there
you
we go.
bind enter to
Got it.
E, and then you.
Why did?
Set your Steam controller to be a Rube
Oh,
Goldberg
I did.
controller.
I did play chapter instead of new game. Okay, that explains why it wasn't playing the intro.
Oh, so you.
Oh,
ju-
okay.
you
Well, we
just
can
can't.
skip the training when you start the game. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Once the city used to pulse
You
with
have a
energy,
save game in progress.
dirty and dangerous.
yeah, if you want me to
but also
play, well,
wonderful.
not anymore. But if you want me to start at the very end of the game, I could do that.
The changes came slowly. at
No
first.
save slots in this game. It's only
Most
it's
didn't
just
know
one.
others, or didn't care.
That's what a lot of
Accepted them.
console games do. It's weird.
They chose a comfortable
It's
life.
it's set up like
Oops.
modern
Yeah, I know you hate
FPSs.
it, but
I
that's why I've been down in your
skipped
mention for a while.
the
Now you're
cutscene.
back,
Oh,
you
well.
gotta keep sharp,
Uh,
especially in this city. Check out the
Skip
But now we won't know
training.
what's happening in the story. Oh wait, even if we watched, we still wouldn't know because
That
it's just a bunch
cutscene
of
actually
vague
works
nonsense.
because it's just telling you like overview of the setting. It doesn't like go into any of the story stuff.
It's like Mirror's Edge didn't feel like a lazy game where they didn't care about fleshing anything out. It feels like a game where they tried and were like tied up. You know, like they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
All those-
why I'm so apprehensive about Catalyst, is because like I feel like this wasn't a DICE failure. This was a DICE being hog-tied by EA situation, and I don't have any strong reason to believe that's changed. That's the narrative they've been going for in like interviews and trailers and stuff, is
the
that,
narrative
like, we've
that I've
gotten EA
heard
support to make
sounds.
the game we want.
The actual like the story that they seem to be doing in Catalyst sounds, or at least the setting seems a bit too obvious, like too overt. Like this game, the point of the you can see some stuff about the way this game was supposed to be based on the aesthetics. So the idea of the game is this is like some kind of surveillance state. You know, this is the government owns all your shit. It's nice here in this city. Like I think the idea that they were going for in terms of oh, I guess I didn't have the arm reach to get that. The idea they were going for with the aesthetics.
They could make that work if there was a poor section, even if, and you were like sneaking into the rich people section where you weren't allowed to be.
Well,
They
no,
just
no,
needed
I
to,
don't.
like-
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's you know, they basically they took over the world with kindness. They gave people a bunch of convenience and they cleaned up the city and made it all nice. But you know, you also don't have privacy and
It's the
political
willing trade-off of
freedom
privacy.
is been curbed, and you've got, you know, militarized police. And I think that was what they were going for. And in the WASD
like
bound to the
post
game
9/11
stick is
sort of game.
not
Good job, buddy.
not super great. And the stuff they've been going with the second game, from what I can see with Catalyst, seems a lot more like your typical, like kind of what you suggested, Seamus, of like the sort of the standard. Oh, that wasn't. Sort of standard cyberpunk,
it
like,
felt
oh, you get the
closer to-
poor district, and then you get the super rich district.
I mean, you don't
Closer to,
have
like,
to do that, but if you're not going to spend a lot of time on the story, then go for the easy tropes. If you're going to do
guess.
something complicated
This-
and
again,
subtle,
this-
then you probably need to spend...
This game, I don't know what the hell was going on with the story. Somebody,
Yeah.
Sounds like some blues are headed your way. News chopper tipped them off.
Like I said,
Well,
I don't
the
even
rumor
care
I
for
heard was
story.
that they
It's sort of
designed the game, and then they hired Pratchett to come in,
yeah.
and she had to like... And they were like, there, write a story to go with these levels we already made. And, you know, what are you going to do? Like, I wouldn't know what to do with that. It's like, well, you already made the game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's not treated as a collaborative effort from the start.
Oh, hi guys.
So
How you
and
doing?
that's why you get so much dissonance.
Alright, I was going to try to do the advanced move there for this corridor.
Actually, I don't think it's Ludo narrative. I think it's just,
No, not at all. It's just
yeah.
It's just the narrative
because
doesn't
in the kitchen
like
not
exist.
You there, Sal?
Yeah. It's just lacking.
Or actually, that I shouldn't say that. This game has not a strong narrative, but a fairly prominent narrative. It's just the narrative doesn't make sense for the setting. It's like it's a noir cop story.
set in post 9/11.
Yeah, set in this like surveillance state stuff, and it doesn't really do anything with the setting.
Yeah, it's. I did get annoyed when I saw the first trailer for Mirror's Edge Catalyst, where it was like, what if corporations
You're gonna have to
owned
get through 'em.
everything, and it like had a trailer that looked like it was set in like the world of like Invisible Ink. And I was
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
that's not Mirror's Edge. That's not what this
See you
is.
later, fuckers.
That was
Well,
also the bit
I
going
kinda-
with the James
I
Bond
kinda-
movie Spectre.
I kind of dislike this thing. It's like corporations control everything, and then they show you this world that looks really awesome. And it's like, well, what message are you sending?
Well, I think that was the
When
idea.
corporations rule
Like,
everything,
I think
why
that's
not
the
get
most
cybernetic
realistic version of
implants?
corporations ruling everything.
Yeah.
Is the world's nice.
It's
You
like
got
they're
all your
selling
creature
things that we
comforts. You just
want.
don't have the freedom that you would have otherwise.
It's Facebook.
I wish there was a skill check
As a
so you could do
country.
it, you could fail.
Yeah.
So you could just like throw the bag at Celeste and then it falls short.
This right here, this is the Google empire.
Yeah.
Google has taken over the world and given you all the conveniences you want at the exchange of all of your privacy. Yeah. And it's you can make a really good point with that, but it takes care.
Yeah, it
takes-
So does that
does.
make
takes
your
a fine-
character?
That you, it
the
takes
human
a lot of time to sell
It was meant
that.
to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting?
And
What did you do to me?
Bing
Nothing.
Connors.
They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell
That's
happened.
your-
I'll ask around.
so
Get your ass
That's
back to
canon.
base, Faith.
I don't know. I'm hopeful about Catalyst.
Rocket Chap is asking when you get the portal gun.
That's not till later.
Oh, I would love a mod that adds the portal gun.
That could be cool.
Everything's already a white surface.
Like acrobatic portal gun puzzles instead of the sort of like more cerebral thinking puzzles.
I've thought about what genres of games would be more interesting with like Mirror's Edge style parkour mixed in. Okay, I just want to pitch this real quick. I think you could make an amazing Black Widow game if you took like Deus Ex and gave it Mirror's Edge style platforming.
Bet you're listening to the chatter.
Yeah,
Ooh.
sure.
That's like my dream.
I'm on
game.
board.
The new game almost looks sort of like that.
Let's kickstart.
Actually,
See why those blues
it looks a lot more cyberpunky. This game looks more like, oh, it's like 2030s America.
Lectured. Yeah, I know. See you
Yeah.
You know, you have physical keyboards and you have physical computer monitors and stuff. Oh, Randy's playing Dota too. I should go annoy him.
Guy in chat says, "There's no portal gun." No, you're not supposed to spoil it.
The spoiler is that you don't get the portal gun. That's the reveal
Yeah.
at the end of the game. The whole plot was about you not getting the portal gun.
Alright, yeah, sorry to just boot that in.
Look.
Keep going with what you were going.
Just get on
Tap, tap,
comms
tap,
and
tap,
track.
tap, tap, tap.
Portal gun is a lie.
Even in the future, you still control computers only by keyboard.
So okay,
we're moving
here's
towards
again.
touchscreens
Let's. Here's the story of this game. So
Almost there.
Well, anytime you
in
like
this
to tell me what there
this
is and what the hell you're doing,
cyber like
feel
low-key
free.
cyberpunky future
My sister.
where
Okay, I'm gonna see if
the
I
world's
can
really
figure out
nice
what's
looking,
going
but
on.
nobody has any freedom and nobody has any privacy, and the only way to privately send messages is to give them to these couriers, the runners that Faith is a part of, and have them run it for you. In this setting, in this interesting setting idea, your sister Kate, a police officer, gets framed for the murder of a politician for
Okay, Drake says there's been some heat on
reasons.
West Garland. Pope's
Basically because they
That's
needed
where
a
you're
fall
headed.
guy.
That's what you do with
I'll tell him
murders.
what's going on there.
You just frame people like it's a hobby.
Well, they murdered him, and they needed somebody else to take the fall for it because he was, I guess, going to bring reforms or something. And that is the story of this game.
You know he was running for mayor, right? Finally, someone who can
That's
actually
really
make a difference in
weak
this place.
as a hook for this game. Like, I can't imagine
Also,
that was the
the
initial
cutscenes are made out of-
concept.
Also, the in-between cutscenes are made with paper cutouts.
Yeah. What's E? E is this. Yes. Okay.
That's where they're like, oh, where'd the budget go? Where did the budget go, guys? Who
I
put the
didn't like.
budget
I
in
wouldn't
the-
mind cutscenes like that, but in a game like this, it seems weird.
Then you need to stop by the
Yeah.
I never quite
it's- I
understood
don't
why
know.
you're suddenly running through an office.
Like,
why would that be?
Okay. So
taste of New Eden. A
um.
little bit of paradise.
We were listening to a police scanner and just got a call from we heard a call from our sister Kate here, apparently about a murder in this place, and she's here
Kate?
with Robert Pope,
What are
the
you
politician
doing
we
here? What
learned
happened?
nothing about,
Did you? No.
who was going to do stuff, I guess, that would help things,
Good stuff.
Friend of Dad's.
So
or
the
something,
person named
maybe,
Pope
who
do
knows.
Good
We
stuff.
haven't talked much since I joined.
Apparently, he
That's
was
a-
a friend
that's
of
a
our
subtle-
father's,
Still a campaigner.
Don't
you read the news?
and that's
it's
it.
not news anymore. It's advertising.
And I guess she was drugged, and
So
then
the
Pope
break-in
was
must have
murdered
really
with
spooked him
her
then.
gun. So
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in,
yeah,
Here's
again.
the question.
then asked after you.
Are we absolutely
seen
sure
him for
she
at least
hasn't
10
done it?
years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting
The
at his
game
desk,
never asks
writing.
that.
Everything went black.
She's
When I came
literally
to,
the only
I'd
person
been
in this
shot.
room. There's no
And I'm
evidence
pretty
of
sure
anyone
with
else
my
ever
gun,
having been
There was a book
here.
on the desk. A
I
diary.
think that's the
Like, it's a
point.
pretty strong
I'm
case.
sure there was someone else in the building.
The
Left
point
my
is that
radio in
you,
the car.
like,
How did I turn
unconditionally
it in?
believe your
Come on,
lying,
come with
murdering
me.
sister.
I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to
And then
run.
she's
I'm
like,
not
"No, I
running.
can't
Will
run."
just leave me
And then the whole
alone.
rest of the game is, "Oh man, we should probably rescue Kate because she's gonna go get executed or whatever." I don't think they actually say she's going to get executed, but her trial gets processed in like 3 days. So
Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
the other thing that I
Crime
don't
scene
understand
needs
here.
just a whole lot of your footprints.
The other thing I don't understand here is why they're not after Faith. I mean, they are after Faith, but why they're not after Faith for the murder of Pope? Because the rest of this level is the police show up and we're running away from the murdered guy. From the scene of the murder. And you would think
we get
that
to the
would
cutscene
make
where
us
I just
a
got
wanted
back.
person
I
for
just
that.
Get
You
out
just
of
got
there.
I
back?
just got back from getting tea. Did
Uh-huh.
we get to the point where the crazy Texan from South Dakota
No, that's
um,
not for a couple
framed
levels.
us for murder?
SWAT swarming on you, Faith.
Wait, he doesn't
Find a way
frame
out
us
of
for
here.
murder. What are you talking about? He frames
That's over.
Kate for murder. Frames Kate for
Murder.
Mulder.
No, he knocks
Scully
you out,
shows up.
and then he murders a maid, and then puts the blade in your hand,
remember where
and then
I'm
he
going.
burns down the room.
I think Josh has blocked those numbers.
Should be an exit through the accounting office.
He really did. And I you know, the more I thought about that cutscene, I think that's the basically the worst AAA like story section cutscene I've ever seen. Just the
Oh, right.
worst.
It might be the dumbest thing of all time.
Yeah.
That is like a pretty big. Josh, you're putting your fingerprints all over this office.
I know. What are you doing?
She has
Well,
one glove, but it's fingerless.
Okay, sir.
I'm
we've
realizing
swept
I
the
have
place,
some of
and
these
our
keys
theory.
bound in a way that make it impossible for me to do a couple of maneuvers. So
Sir, our
that's
theory
cool.
is that the culprit was a monkey, and after committing the murder, he crawled all over this place. He swung from this banister, then he ran down these stairs.
Are they
The little kid from the
behind me
Pixar
in
time.
the vent? Like, what's going on?
The monkey was hunting for bananas and accidentally shot the politician. And then, being a monkey, didn't understand why it should have waited for questions.
You can go fuck off now, Blackhawk.
Education reform.
This is really reminding me. I mean, this isn't bad like Absolution, but it's reminding me of Absolution in that we're running from a crime scene, and we've got the police just indiscriminately hosing down, you know, a public place with a minigun. Oh, there's a murder suspect. Just open up with a 50 cal.
We'll interrogate what's left of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That might work if this was the sort of like brutal
Oh, look, they
cyberpunk
murdered me.
regime that we were talking about.
They murdered someone that
Exactly.
was
Supposed to be
standing still and
convenient
staring
thing.
off into space.
Yeah, Hitman Absolution was supposed to be normal, gritty America, whatever, and this is supposed to be the cool empire.
Right.
Yeah, a little weird. Here's all these amazing conveniences. If you are suspected of any crime, we will gun down an entire city.
That is like a trade-off. If they set that up front, that would be an interesting trade-off. Do you want these cool cybernetic implants? Also, we will just straight up murder you if we think we're near anywhere.
Murder you and everybody within 100 square feet of you. Probably.
You might just randomly get murdered for no reason, is what we're saying. then again, I mean, we kind of live in that world, except without the cybernetic implants. So
The characters are even acting like this
dark.
is really unusual.
that is
But this
really
is like the behavior of the police the whole game. Oh, I got stuck on a little pipe. That's cool. All momentum
They
lost.
trained at Stormtrooper College.
Oh, where's the,
How can you not murder one running woman with a helicopter-mounted minigun? How does that work?
I don't know, dude. Those things can get pretty pretty inaccurate in video games.
They all went to the Imperial Stormtrooper School of Marksmanship.
Well, it's
Only
like I was having
Imperial
this,
Stormtroopers are so precise.
I got the minigun in Fallout 4, and there were certain enemies that I had to like walk right up to them to be able to hit them.
Yeah, I had the same thing during that section. I was like, this
Yeah, but
isn't
that's
working at
really
all.
interesting
Can I use my
ideas
warp
about
gun?
bullet spread.
Then I gave the minigun to my dog, who has relatively little problem carrying it around. That dog has so much carry weight capacity.
I hope they add a DLC that lets the dog use the minigun.
Where am I?
While chomping on a cigar.
That would
Just
be
give me the dog from...
retroactively
Give me the dog from... what was the BioWare game? One with Kurt Hectican. No.
MDK2, are you thinking about?
Yes, MDK2, the dog from that, the six-armed dog, or whatever. Four-armed dog. That's what I
I think it was a
want.
normal dog and a six-armed human.
I don't know what you're saying, Flame Morpho.
Because I played MDK2 once, but I know that it's a BioWare game that decidedly does not feel like a BioWare game.
No, it's like from... Yeah. It's just completely
It's a
different
game
than
by
everything else
BioWare
they ever made.
before the concept a BioWare game.
Can't believe
was
Pope's gone.
Right.
It was
I
just a
guess,
studio making
yeah.
some games.
So you know I'm out.
Although you can see
We sure
artistic
opened a
and
can of worms on
stylistic
this.
similarities crop up here and there, which I think is really interesting.
Victoria Plaza.
Oh, quick, the suspect went into the elevator. Quick, riddle it with bullets.
Picking up squad
What if
cars
there's
moving in
someone...
like
Oh,
we
too
got
late,
the
I'm
time.
already shooting.
It's just
The
like
theme of this floor is yellow.
This city is so happy and convenient that the cops never get to use their guns. So as soon as this happens, they're like, yes, come on, shoot the guns, shoot the guns. This is where our budget.
They've never done it before.
Yeah.
They don't even realize they're dangerous.
That's that explains
These
a lot.
cops were trained on video games.
Get through.
So like you just shoot the target, and then when the hit points are down, we can capture them. That's how it works.
Wait, you can get. Oh, okay, no, I'm not gonna complain anything.
Yellow.
Faster.
No, I'm not going to say it. It's a bad idea.
Blue world.
Boy,
Get some area bombs.
It's
I
colorful.
love
It's
this
great.
Whole, yeah,
This
I
whole
love-
game
I love
has a
how it
great
looks.
art style.
I hate the
Yeah.
gameplay.
It is a fantastic art
I want to
style.
mod the police out.
And Seamus doesn't know what he's
I
talking
want to mod
about.
the. I want to mod the police out and just like run through it. That's all I want to do. And they're like, "Oh no, they added time trials," and I'm like, "Yeah, but they don't look like they look like just floating cubes in space. I want to go through this level without the
In
police."
the chat,
You can do time trials for this level, but it doesn't remove the
said
police.
Up ahead,
Oh,
something in the vicinity of it's testament to the art style of this game that it's aged so incredibly well. That it's
Yeah.
still like really good. And how old is this
It
game?
does.
again?
This game was released in
2008.
2008. Early 2008, I think. February.
So its contemporaries
Oh.
were like Dead Space,
That was not the
Mass
jump.
Effect, or was Mass Effect 07?
Mass Effect was 07.
yeah, 07, but yeah, about Mass Effect 1. So yeah, and this is aged better than anything, you know, from then.
I think it's
Oh, it's
because
fantastic.
it's focused on like the environments and the architecture and not like a lot of
onto the rail
people.
overpass. It's the only
Because
way
the
through.
the
Right.
people models
Yep.
don't look that great. But you
I've
don't
also been
see
told
a
that
ton
it's
of
a
them
lot
in
of-
time.
I've heard from people who are techies that it's like they reuse a lot of textures in the environment to get away
Almost
with
lost him.
Yeah.
Patching Krieg in.
like a lot of detail and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
It looks fantastic though.
I was trying to drink my
Yeah, that's true.
my glass of whiskey.
Josh, don't drink and run.
Too late.
Don't drink
And
and
I
run.
accidentally hit the crouch button and fell off the ladder.
It was hard to tell because the camera was shoved against the wall.
Oh no! Massive lacerations! Terrible back trauma!
You'll be
You'll
fine.
be fine.
A concussion!
You okay?
Oh yeah. This
Oh,
is the
okay, we're
summer
fine.
trailer.
All we had to do was have,
You did good.
Black
At this point, you would need more
dude
lacerations.
show up and wave his hand in front of us, I guess.
Don't worry about your sis, okay?
I like that the helicopter didn't spot you falling there. Where could she have gone?
That dead person can't be her.
Must have been the wind.
What the hell, Mo?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo.
I thought that sign said city police, and I'm like, really? You just dropped into the police station, you idiot?
I'm turning myself
It
in!
says city pulse.
This is a very,
You enter
this
like...
style actually reminds
Why
me
is
of
it fizzing about
Invisible
folks
Ink a
murdered?
lot.
Blue traffic is
Or
out.
rather, the
Way.
Invisible Ink
the-
probably remind me of this.
Yeah.
The
Must be
look of the
contract.
cutscene.
It's like lower key cyberpunk,
Our
but
girls
the
were
art
lifting
style
evidence from a
is
crime scene.
definitely
Now every
reminiscent.
cop in the city seems to be after her.
Yeah, and
That the
it's
evidence you lifted? Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
think
it's
from a
it's
diary.
less
The
jarring
rest of
in
it was
Invisible
gone.
Ink for me because
All I
the
can
actual
make out
game
are
is also
Icarus,
2D,
maybe.
and with this you
And
go
to
back
the
into the
highest.
regular game and it's full.
Icarus.
The,
Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah, his dad made him
Amazing
some
looking
wings
thing.
out of feathers and wax.
It's I don't know.
Boy flew too
The whole
close to the
concept
sun.
of like cutscenes being in a completely different style of rendering than like
No more
in game.
wings,
I
no
feel like
more
that was
Icarus.
more common in the old
anyone's
days
heard
than it is
anything,
now.
Oh, they made an Icarus
Like,
I
reference.
want a mod that
Seamus.
changes that piece of paper into a dick butt.
So
They're
we're
all
going,
looking at it
we're
and
going
puzzling
to
over it.
find Adam Jensen is the plot of this game.
Alright.
We got to figure out what Icarus
Oh, I
is.
want that to be an actual crossover now.
Drake's got a location
Yeah.
on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Roots crawling with blues, though.
And this looks like a Saturday morning.
You can follow the canals to the Hampton Town district.
What kind of random tattoo? What kind of tattoos do you want? Random cubes should be good.
It's symbolic.
Oh
It's a-
man, look at how good this looks. If this came out today,
It
I wouldn't
says,
go.
and then I
"Oh,
jump
this,
onto,
this looks
uh,
I
kinda
also like
dated."
the
A
just not
terribly
even just
low-res
the
texture of
standpoint, but,
events.
Like I like the color theming because in every other game, after
Yes.
blue is good guys and red is bad guys.
Yeah.
The cops are blue and you are red, and it's
it.
like from
Yeah.
the perspective of like the people and the cops, it's like she's bad, but you're like the outlier. You know, I think it's a really cool
Right.
idea. I feel
If
like
this
I'm
game
probably
came
going
out
to really
today,
like.
You'd probably be really impressed by the fact that they're selling the whole game at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Shoes
very.
DLC.
I'm
have the
wondering
lasers.
what Catalyst
Oh no.
I mean, okay, so what are the past few games DICE? Battlefront is the new one by
Battlefront,
DICE,
the awful
and I've
Battlefront
heard
that I
not-
played 2 hours of a
Yeah.
beta of and was like, wow, I don't want to play this game ever again. And then
Yeah, like,
Campster
I've heard
went
that
out
game
and
has
bought
a
it,
for sniper.
apparently,
Chopper spotted. You make a run for it.
Oh, yeah,
after
I-
also playing the beta with me and having a similar reaction. So that's Campster for you, I guess.
Well, everybody I've heard talk about it has said that like the visual design and sound design is amazing.
Oh yeah.
That's why I
It
replaced
feels
it.
like you're in the movies, and everything else is just like mediocre. Like the shell around is beautiful visual sound. Mediocre shooting, not enough game modes, no single player to speak of. Hey, it's the game logo.
it's I just the thing that really turned me off of it was it was just basically a game about being a mook and running up and just getting killed over and over again.
Yeah, they took out space
And
concepts,
without really like
heroes
ever knowing what you needed to do better.
Sisyphus Wars.
Yeah.
Starring John Williams soundtrack.
Just from
Yes.
watching videos of just from watching like the trailers of the heroes in action, I was like, it looks like really awkward to play them.
Yeah, I mean it
I
was
read
always
reviews
awkward to
and
play
yeah.
the heroes in Battlefront, but I played the other Battlefront games, and I played Battlefront, the new one, and I was like, wow, this doesn't have any of the features that the old Battlefront games had, and it doesn't have anything to like really replace them. Like, a lot of people were really worried that the
Yeah,
game was
well,
going to be like a reskin of Battlefield 4, basically. And in retrospect, that would have been way better than what we got.
Better. Yeah. Well, no, that's like the EA model now. Like, The Sims 4 is just like watered down, torn down.
Well, I mean, to an extent, but The Sims has always been about... What the fuck? You guys will see that in a minute. And you guys on the stream have already seen that. I guess that, like, was enough to say, like, oh, you're using the D key or the A key or whatever it is that's left there. Yeah, the WASD don't map quite so well to a joystick. I almost wonder if it would be any better. Oh, I wasn't thinking about what I was doing there.
Oh, what have you done?
Right.
What have you done?
Did you just die?
I went the wrong direction.
No, it wasn't the same place. It was different.
It was slightly different.
Yeah.
You're just a bit drunk,
In any case.
I wouldn't trust my messages.
In any case, I think that yeah, I don't know. It's like the narrative they've been going for in interviews and stuff is that like we've gotten EA's trust. They trust us to make the Mirror's Edge that we always wanted to make. And I'm like, of course you guys.
I mean, DICE is their like prime developer now, as far as first-person games.
They
I mean,
did
okay.
Down Battlefront.
Well, I mean, you know, EA, look what EA did to Maxis. Like, if you don't trust Maxis, then you did. Maxis never just will release hit after hit that will make you tons of money, and EA felt they had to mess with them. So it's like, it doesn't matter how good you are, they always think they can make it a little bit better. We can make just a little bit more money if you just make
changing everything.
It's really hard to do this with a stick pretending to be a D-pad. It's really hard to get the wall runs to work.
Because I was going to bring up SimCity, and I just did out of sheer But yeah, there was The Sims. That was also The Sims 4 was kind
The
of
Sims and SimCity.
I am the inept version of Faith.
Whoa! All right, Josh. Having fun now?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh.
I mean, if you're gonna fall and die, why not do it spectacularly? Am I right?
I love the idea that your
come
previous
on!
bodies would be there. So eventually, you would slip and fall, but then your fall would be broken by the mountain of previous corpses. That
This
you left at
entire
the bottom.
reservoir pipe is just filled with Faith
That
corpses.
would be a very clever adaptive
It's a
difficulty.
massive health hazard.
So often.
But there is
Fuck!
a lot of faith in this reservoir.
Do you want?
I have
want
faith in
sheer
this place.
Sheer, just keep going. You just kept going, now you win. I can't think of the word that I was looking for.
I keep ending up accidentally doing like side jumps off of these wall runs.
That was it.
No, it's faith. You gotta have faith in this place. When you have enough faith.
You gotta have a leap of faith over and over and over. Until it's a leap in faith.
Until eventually. Exactly. A leap of faith into a lot of faith.
A leap of faith into a lot of faith.
Alright, now that we've beaten that, let's talk about Mirror's Edge.
I start now.
Which one of us was Rodscarring today? I forgot.
I don't think
Nobody's
I think you were-
Rodscarring.
you
Nobody
were
likes
Hamster and I
Rodscarring.
was Mumbles. And I've been doing a bad job as Mumbles because I haven't brought up wrestling once.
Nor have you sounded like a dinosaur then.
So the problem I'm having with the mouse in a first-person game is it's sensitive enough to do like mouse stuff. Like let me back out of here. I can spin around really fast, but it doesn't have the precision right now to like line up. Like I'll try to line up and look at this inside the O here, and I had it. I had it for a second. There we go.
Oh yeah, it is.
I wonder if I turned off the trackballs. I wonder how much of this is it pretending to be a trackball. Let's turn the trackball mode off.
You either have precision or fast movement. You can't have both.
That feels a little bit better. Oh shit! Did that? God
like
damn it!
Earlier.
I didn't realize the gate would close.
What have you done? It's like I was saying earlier. The with the mouse, you have your whole arm and the wrist and all of that control. You can do fast movements, slow movements, big movements.
Good job, Josh. Good
You have the big
job.
mouse pad and your whole arm to control. With the Steam controller, you have a little pad and your thumb. You just don't have that same. Like,
There we go.
You can do little movements, or you can do big.
This feels a little bit better without trackball mode on. That's a little annoying because I can't flick it anymore to get that kind of like momentum. But
I think you can, because obviously controllers have a problem.
Looks pretty
You can't
high up.
turn around really quickly, but I think they added a quick turn.
I mean, I can still turn around pretty quickly with a decently high sensitivity and mouse acceleration turned on. It's just not quite perfect.
Well, nothing is ever perfect with the Steam controller.
Also, could you turn your microphone up slightly, Justin? If that's possible. I didn't set it when the stream started because you showed up right at the right when we started, basically, or tried to start.
I gotta say, I gotta give the Steam controller credit. I think this is probably a worst case scenario for it, and it seems to be doing all right. I mean, this is not ideal, but as far as being a compromise, it works.
360 port, I think. I don't think it was on the PS3.
Am I louder now?
A little bit, yeah. You could go a little higher than that if you wanted.
So, who uses these ladders and catwalks?
That wasn't really the controller's
than
fault.
you?
That was me not hitting
Do
the
they
jump
only
button.
hire?
People eat.
Do they only hire acrobats to work at this warehouse?
Ooh, ooh.
Okay,
Like
how about now?
a ladder that's dangling in the. That's not a ladder that unfolds.
One
That's just a
wonders.
ladder
That
there,
sounds better, Justin.
50 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I mean, God, so many video games have this problem of being clearly video game environments.
Yes. And I realize it's kind of a dick move to point it out, but that's my thing. That's what I do.
Take those snipers out.
I mean,
Keep out of their
it
way.
becomes
Just
more
get your
noticeable
ass
in
through
games
there.
that are supposed to be in. Like, I noticed people didn't.
Combat!
Yeah, I think my microphone.
Yeah!
But nobody
People
complained
do
about
this to
in,
Mario.
Take those snipers out. Keep
Yeah,
out of
no,
their way.
also
Get your
nobody
ass
complained about this in earlier shooters like Duke Nukem
Right.
and like what was the one I was thinking about? I replayed
Take those
Star
snipers
Wars
out or keep
Jedi
out of their
Knight
way. Just get your ass through there.
like a year ago, and I was just like, what is anything in this game? What's going on? Super obtuse, confusing level designs about jumping all over the
Trying
place.
to remember
and,
how to do the
and then they
combos.
sprinkle
Take those
stormtroopers
snipers
everywhere.
out.
Completely
Keep out of their way.
unfamiliar.
Just get your ass through there.
I love this sniper that runs up to you
there
so
we
he
go.
can shoot you with this sniper rifle.
It's
It
two
looks like he
two
runs
weapon bashes
towards
and
you.
Faith is down. It kind of sucks.
And it's been ages since the game taught you this move, so it's like
It's
oh,
not.
I
I
don't
played
know
through
how to do
this game 4 or 5 months ago, so I remember how to do the move. I just don't remember how to do the move with the completely different like control scheme setup I've got.
Sure.
So that's like the main
Blame
problem.
the Steamtroller again.
That'll do.
Now pick up the sniper rifle and just shoot everyone with it. That's how it
Oh
works, right?
fuck! Damn it! That was the dumbest way I could have died there. Yay! I made
we'll
it.
See you in a second.
Ah,
Oh, did you walk off the edge?
God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
walked off the edge.
The best part
I
about
think
this,
I
and
did
I've got
same
the
thing
stream
on my first
on the monitor next to the monitor I'm playing on, and I managed to perfectly sync that
They're inside. Get out of there, baby.
that fall with the second
for one.
fall.
It was
Make it
beautiful,
3 for
yeah.
So to me, it was like looking at it on oh fuck. Shit.
Wait a minute, you have the stream open? I wonder if that's messing with like your bitrate.
No, my bitrate is just
Or, like,
low
just
because we
connection.
were having connection problems. But I tried it without the stream.
Well, no,
Fuck!
I mean like I wonder.
This is not easy!
Because like
He
when
made it
you're
a 3 first.
when you're on a connection, or when you are on a stream, that sort of messes up your connection for everything else, or at least makes it slower. I wonder if that has anything.
As
I
possible,
wonder if you'd have.
but I mean, it's like download versus upload. And
Oh yeah, that is
fuck,
true.
there's another
Whatever,
one.
man.
Oh god.
Hi guys, flashlights. That's kind of a cool effect until they started shooting at me. Then it wasn't cool. Where's the exit?
That's true. So does anybody watch Jessica Jones? Anybody have any thoughts?
The game froze up there. That was cool.
Netflix.
And then I felt
TV or movies. All right, gentlemen, I have to go.
Oh, I did miss
It is
it.
late for me.
Did
I have things I have to do.
Oh, it is late for you.
Alas.
You want to have a late
It's not
off?
late at night. No. It's not late in the sense that it's actually only 7 o'clock at night, 7:30. But
Yeah,
I mean, it is late in
Yeah, I
terms
was
of things
looking
I
at
have to do.
I did miss it.
That's fair.
That was embarrassing.
How long have we been streaming anyway?
About
Been a
Couple
2.5.
hours.
Oh, yeah, 2 hours because it took us half an hour to get going. All right, gentlemen. It's been fun. I really have to go.
It's been a pleasure. See you later.
The
See ya,
stream has
buddy.
not crashed. At least I don't think it has. The game has frozen up, however.
I wonder if Faith has the same amazing.
That sounds like a sign for us.
Oh no.
I
I would love it if the last thing that gets brought up in the stream before we're all just done is me saying, "Hey, has anybody seen Jessica Jones?"
look at that majestic pipe. It is so green and majestic.
They can actually still hear us.
I know they should be able to.
Oh, okay.
This is Seamus's fault. It's all his fault. He ruined everything.
Welcome to Pipe Stream. All pipes, all the time. Picture today,
What time is
these
it
two
right now?
pipes.
Ow, we can go
It's actually
for
2 of them.
30 minutes more.
Yeah, they hear us. That's what they're. Oh, I think it's oh.
Well, that
Black
was Pipe
screen,
Stream.
white screen.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, now it's black screen. Oh, we're back on the Steam.
Yes.
Big. Oh, you're actually getting back into Mirror's Edge. Okay. You keep living that dream. Hey, did you know that the Steam community access while playing?
What? What does that mean?
Did Flail Morpho just say, "Oh no more Bioshock"? By the way, that was the thing I was
Alright,
I was
don't
gonna
have an
mention
entry
that
key
I
now.
didn't because since the Steam overlay shows up in big picture on the stream, people saw Flail message you. Because I said that, you're probably now going to get 50,000. That was
You
the
haven't
thing,
been
Derek. That was
noticing
thing that I was-
the Steam messages and like before now? What? Why didn't I jump there?
well, no, I noticed them a while ago, and I was gonna mention it, just because I didn't want to give anyone any ideas. But by now,
the idea was like, oh, maybe I can get communications from people watching the stream, and they just want to show up and annoy me on the and that could be cool. But the mass majority of it has been a bunch of people I don't even remember saying that they're in game. You know, just showing up with the message.
Yeah.
So and so's in game. Randy is playing Dota 2. Camster is
turned
not
off
hanging
that-
out with you
that
guys.
feature.
He's cool.
God, I turned off that feature like years ago because I just noticed I have enough friends who get into games that like it
Seriously,
it
you
is
should,
nowhere near helpful.
You guys should message Chris, and I should message Chris and annoy him. Can I do that from here?
Now that Seamus is gone,
Keyboard? Oh.
we need another beard guy.
I mean, I can do it if he's online still.
Friends who play. How do I send you a message?
Or do you
Oh.
either of you guys have beards?
Yes.
You have a beard?
Yes, I do.
Huh? I can't see it in your profile pic. All I see is that glorious mustache.
Camster is now away. He left.
Ah.
Also, Flail Morpho tells me that they have I don't know why that's being told in my direction instead of Josh's, but...
Whatever. He can live his life. In any case, so that's good, because Seamus left and you were like, oh, let's get Campster, and I was like, why, because we need another beard guy? But if you already have a beard, it doesn't work. Yeah, this is the Steam controller virtual keyboard I was talking about, by the way. Josh is currently typing with the track pads.
I feel like you could get it to work pretty well. It's better than the shit on the PS4 at the very least.
Won't come down here.
The PS4 and the Xbox method of like making you scroll from key to key.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I mean, the PS4 is at least tolerable because you have the touchpad on the PS4.
Oh, that's what that one does. Well, see, that's what I was going to say is that like now that I have the Wii U and the 3DS, I'm just like, why don't like, well, I feel like everybody needs to have a touchscreen now just because it's so much more convenient.
It's like they almost never use it in PS4 games, or at least they never use it to its potential.
It's yeah, well, like with the Wii U, a lot of games don't use it, and some games will like use it as a gimmick, although that's not actually that common. But I think it should be there because for some games it's really appropriate to have. Like with Mario Maker, the level editor would be nowhere near as good if I didn't have that tablet controller touchscreen thing.
Didn't we do this already?
Yeah, remember the game crashed?
Josh had to start at the beginning of the level.
Oh, that's fine. I wasn't aware that you had to start at the beginning of the level because I keep tuning out because it's 2 a.m.
Thanks, Jared.
And because
you're
I
a
keep
good
talking.
friend.
I am the best pal. Also, Justin is taking care of keeping you away.
Listen, if you get me started on a thing, I'll just talk for hours. You guys don't even need to listen. You don't even need to be here. I'll just talk.
Well, occasionally, no.
You're inside. Get out of there,
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
I was about to say it's helpful for me to imagine you nodding. What are they talking about in chat now? I am so lost. Also, did it just freeze?
No.
Nope.
Oh no, my computer, my Chrome window just froze. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm back.
Damn you.
Up, and down.
The next game systems will have you use 2 tablet-type devices, one for each hand. You know what? That sounds incredibly immersive. Little 526.
Heck? That was a weird wall run.
Arthur Caldazar says, does any building like this exist in real life?
I don't know.
I mean, it's some sort of sewer, I guess. Because this is what Mirror's Edge needed, was a sewer level.
I think it's like a water reservoir. Like, this is the water system.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Complete with planks. It just kind of has it.
The soundtrack in this game. The best news that we've had about Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Johnston is now playing The Elder Scrolls
yes.
something. Oh, now he's playing Skyrim's.
The best news though, Justin, that we've had about
now he's playing
about Mirror's Edge Catalyst is that Solar Fields is coming back to do the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I think this game probably has one of the best game soundtracks ever. It might be a little much.
I mean, it's no Undertale, but.
Well, okay, yeah, Undertale happened, so... Oh, fuck.
Rocket Chap says, this is the hole they threw all the commies into when the fascist paradise was declared.
That would explain all the retinas everywhere. The story checks out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, why did Undertale get brought up? What is going on?
Because we were talking about good game soundtracks.
Talking about soundtracks. And Undertale has amazing soundtracks.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's alright. The soundtrack for that game is
Why am I not jumping when I have
a
the
good
jump
soundtrack.
key? What?
Everything else is also good, but you just
there we go.
The soundtrack for the game is the one thing that I will give like unqualified praise.
I mean, Toby Fox is a... Oh my god, okay, that's it. How do I sign out of Steam in game?
Didn't Toby Fox
here?
make the soundtrack for Homestuck? Isn't that what the nerd cred he had before? Well, like that was the that was the what's it called? The nerd
Shut up,
cred
Merc.
he
I
had
had to turn
before he
off the
made
friends
Undertale.
list.
You just need to stop. Tell Steam to stop like giving you notifications about people getting into games. You should
I don't
have done
know
that
how
a long
to do
time
that.
ago. It's in settings. I don't know if you can do that in big picture, but
then how would you know if I'm playing a Sakura game?
That is a good point.
didn't Toby Fox make that weird Homestuck song about babies? As Arthur Kaldazar. I haven't watched Homestuck or whatever. Have you guys?
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
I'm
not
That's
familiar.
Red Scarn's department.
Oh
So
God!
that was,
Okay.
I think it was like just getting started at that point, so it was only like.
I was really into Problem Sleuth, and then I was super disappointed that Homestuck was not
Oh yeah,
Problem
I read all of
Sleuth.
Problem
So that was
I
basically
read a
my
lot of
experience.
I read what I thought was a lot of Homestuck, but it's like it's 1/20th of the whole thing at this point. And I can't reread all of it, and I can't continue because I forgot everything.
I forgive
also
you.
it's
Did
kinda
Undertale win anything at the Game Awards? Because I don't pay attention to Game Awards. The only takeaway I got from Game Awards is that Psychonauts 2 was apparently announced, which is like whatever.
Yeah. Oh, they're finally
hope
doing
it's
a
good,
sequel to
'cause
that
I
game that
liked-
everyone told me I should play, but I didn't. Okay.
I liked the first Psychonauts a lot. I replayed it recently and I still love it, although it's very flawed. It feels like the actual plot takes place in the last like hour or couple hours of the game when you're doing a Psychonauts thing. But I don't know. I hope it's good. I haven't really cared about anything Double Fine has done in years, but
They really botched Broken Age and Space Base, as I understand it.
yeah, I've heard enough about that.
Alright. It's not great. It's just
I mean, they made quite a controversy out of that, the whole budgeting thing. But
That is true.
Oh, after all that
I don't-
chasing, we ran into the dude that we were
But
looking
also
for.
don't
magically.
forget Massive Chalice, which is a thing.
That was.
and there was that hacking game, Hack and
No.
Slash or whatever.
Hack and Slash 2.
It was
I don't
an
care about
XCOM
any of those games
clone with what is it?
Talk about it on some diecast.
Yes, we talked about it.
Whatever.
Massive
Dynasty
Chalice,
mechanics
like
a la
game where you breed heroes.
that side-scroller roguelike that I can't remember the
Oh,
name
I
of.
love that one. Wait, side-scroller roguelike. Spelunky?
No, the night one.
The night one.
Shovel Knight.
Not Shovel Knight.
Shovel
That's
Knight
not a
is not a
side-scroller
roguelike.
roguelike.
I don't
It is
fucking
a
know what
side
you're talking about.
Okay, listen. I think the point of this conversation is that Jessica Jones is a pretty good show.
I mean, that was.
Is that what we're talking about?
Never the point of this conversation at all.
I think that's what
But
we're
you should be
talking
more
about.
hyped about Psychonauts 2.
I think
Not too
Mumbles
hyped,
tweeted that
because
she
hype
doesn't
never
like
does
it.
anything for you.
That's the thing, though. Yeah, it's like I am so
you're Mumbles, so
beyond
you have to
hype
not
and
like
kind
it.
of put off by hype.
Where is
now.
this guy?
Wait,
Oh.
I have to.
More for things we were talking
No.
about Rogue Legacy, which was also what I was kind of getting at.
Rogue Legacy, that's it. Yes, Rogue Legacy was the one I was
Yeah.
thinking. It's
Here's the thing. I like
Massive Chalice
side-scrollers, but I didn't
is-
really like.
Oh, here we go.
Massive
Chalice
the XCOM
is
game where you also breed heroes.
yes, the XCOM game with dynasty mechanics of.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't die. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you say dynasty mechanics, but you breed heroes. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You build a hero
Yeah.
farm.
Well, when you said dynasty mechanics, I thought you meant it's like Dynasty Warriors.
No.
And I was like,
Or like
whoa,
Dynasty,
okay.
the television series.
It's like CK2 Light.
Not even. It is a
yeah,
hero
it's
factory. That's literally
super.
the only.
Can you find another way through to him?
I had fun with it, and I'm still trying to
I
write a
don't
Let's
know
Play
why
about
that
it, even though it's not really going very well. but it is very light. Like the only reason to select heroes is level and traits.
Yeah.
And nothing like interpersonal relations or
you can gay marry all your heroes. There's homosexuality in the game, but it's like objectively bad.
It's objectively worse, yeah. It is totally allowed. It just like you.
Thank you, Flail Morpho.
It sets you back.
Can you find another way to get to him? No. Dead. Yes, thank you. That happened. And we all need to remember that forever.
Oh, well, okay. In any case,
Fuck!
No, and now people are talking about Jessica Jones in the chat, which I do not regret.
Somebody should read stuff from chat to me. It's a little hard to read chat.
Rocket Chap says, I want to remind everyone that Rutskarn's nickname for this guy character here is Jackass McToocool for school.
It is a
which is a good nickname for him.
Nickname. Pretty sure that's his nickname. Also, Lidl, when we talk about dynasty mechanics in Massive Chalice, I don't say Hero Factory to be like funny. That is literally you marry heroes off, and then they have babies, and those babies become heroes. And the conflict takes 300 years, so you want a steady supply of heroes. But heroes that are married off cannot go into battle, and there's also battles that you want to do, otherwise the monsters eat your land and you die.
I love
So
eating land.
It's a trade-off.
Land is like one of my favorite foods.
How about sorcery?
I know what you're here for.
If you win with a gay character in Rogue Legacy, they show you with the same-sex spouse and a child and children. That's cool. I like that.
Wrong then.
You a fan of wrestling, Faith?
Is it possible to win in Rogue
Being
Legacy
gay
or
has
being
one
violent?
in-game effect. That's really funny. Remember, Jarenth, we were talking about how being gay in Rogue Legacy has no effect on anything, and how that's actually pretty progressive. Apparently it has one effect, which is that if you beat the game as a gay character, you have a same-sex spouse.
That's, I mean, you could argue that that's not really an effect.
Yeah.
It's not a, it's a cosmetic. It's a cosmetic effect.
Oh, but apparently there is actually an effect.
Listen, I don't know about going to Ropeburn straight away.
I feel like this is actually
in certain rooms there will be
worse.
two statues. One will drop chicken, the other will drop mana.
Not yet.
What?
He's still a cop. No matter what Kate says.
Wow, that is a really weird thing to change for a gay character. And I'm just going to read Rocket Chap's set of messages. He says, in certain rooms there will be two statues. One will drop chicken, the other will drop mana. It's always the same on the left or right, but for gays it's reversed. That is a very strange and specific thing to change when your character is gay.
We're not the mentioning kind. She told me to find you if things went bad.
She's been arrested. And you wouldn't
Yeah, so one of the villains in this game is an ex-professional wrestler who is now a security consultant. You know, again, we're really working with that setting, you know, with all the surveillance state and the runners having to carry secure messages and professional wrestlers. Okay.
It's mentioned on this.
And now everybody in the chat is like, he said wrestling, where's Mumbles?
Where is Mumbles?
Mumbles would be like, listen, professional wrestling is completely relevant to the surveillance state setting.
She goes down for this. It's a death sentence.
I won't stop you. I owe that much to Kate.
I have to.
Whoa, he pointed a gun at her again. It's muted, so I'm just.
I think we'll finish out this level with Mr. Professional Wrestler here.
Look what I wrote about you while the teacher wasn't looking.
It's a good stopping
point.
point.
I'm going to point a gun at you.
I can't ever figure out if this guy's supposed to be old or if he just dyes his hair white.
Ropeburn's got an office at Seaburg
As a
International Shipping near
cool,
the Riding Park
stylistic
subway.
choice.
Should be a sign on top of
He
the
wants to
building.
blend in.
Apparently Batman.
Look, I saw Ropeburn
He wants to
wrestle
play.
once.
Yeah,
Broke
she does
some
that in
poor
this game. I remember
bastard's
that.
arm.
Which you literally can't move that quickly in game, so that's kind of
Really is
jarring.
mixed up with Pope's murder and Kate's setup, and he sure won't be a talker.
Kate has
He'll be a
one
fighter.
stealth boy in her inventory. So, H121 asks, what's the verdict on the Steam controller?
It's okay. It definitely allows you to do stuff that you... Hey, hello. It definitely allows you to do stuff that you can't do with just like a gamepad, like a 360 gamepad. Like playing Medieval 2 Total War. No, it's definitely something you could never have done with a gamepad. It just wouldn't work. And I was able to play it okay with the controller, but it's definitely not as good as having a mouse and keyboard. And the trackpad just doesn't work quite as well as a mouse and keyboard. It's like playing on a laptop with a really small trackpad, basically. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go here.
It's a sport. It's not quite as good as a spoon for eating soup.
Okay.
And it's not quite as good for eating potatoes as a fork. It's a sport.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Rich Evans on that point.
You saw that episode too.
Yes,
Yay.
I did.
I like Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
Jared, you don't know what we're talking about.
I watch half
But yeah,
the
no,
bag
like
a lot,
in general, the 360. I feel the 360 controller is easier to hold. It for games that are made more for controller, like platformers, side scrollers, that sort of stuff. It just feels a lot better to use fucking controller.
God, don't even ask
more
what I was doing there.
That's fine. It's more ergonomically shaped. It's it's easier to switch between the stick and the face buttons. It's a sport.
What
And
did you do there? No, Faith, damn it!
Like,
Fuck.
I had a pretty strong feeling that the Steam controller wasn't going to be the revolutionary new controller, but I mean, I don't know. It's not a total failure.
Yeah, it's the most successful part of the Steam Machine push, I think. Except I've heard really good things about Steam Link, but I haven't messed with that.
Did you see the Super Bunny Hop video about the Steam Link?
I did.
Because it looks like a similar thing with the Steam controller in that, like, it's super complicated, and it's like that's not what couch gamers want to deal with.
Yeah, that's the big problem. And couple that with the fact that the Steam machines that you can get are
overpriced.
Too expensive for the kind of hardware you get.
Yeah. I mean, that's how like they got it from companies that are always
standing
overpriced, like Alienware, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's like Steam customers know how to get better deals generally, and like couch gamers don't want to deal with the complexity. So I don't know who this is for.
But, like, I feel if you can put up with like having to mess around with configuration settings a bunch, like this is not terrible. Like I'm able to.
Yeah, it's.
Let's put that on the back of the box.
I won't.
It's not terrible, Josh Field, 2015.
Yeah, I won't call it a. I won't call it a failure. I don't think the controller is a failure.
I can see using this. I don't know if there was any situation right now where I would want to use it over my DualShock 4, because I have that hooked up to my PC. And it's like I feel like I've played this with gamepad games a little bit. I played Fallout 4 a little bit in gamepad mode with this, and like having a touchpad pretend to be a joystick is not optimal. I feel like I'd much rather be using just a DualShock 4 with that. And the button placement on this controller is like objectively worse, and the buttons don't feel as good.
Oh yeah.
But if you wanted to like have a one-stop shop solution for games on the couch, for games on the couch,
you really don't want to drag
and you don't want to have like a wireless mouse and a keyboard, this is pretty decent.
Yeah,
and you are going to be playing, you know, games that are not just games that have X input 360 controller support.
Like the game that you're playing right now totally has.
It does.
Fourth Dimension says up.
Also,
which I guess is what
casually changing the topic real quick, Ilseroth asks, are we going to see another one of these streams in short order, or is it going to be another interminable wait? To which I will probably say, I mean, the end of the year is coming, so that's...
Don't worry, Jareth and I will...
What was the question?
Definitely stream Rocket League again.
Are we going to see another one of these Hangout streams quickly?
I mean, that's always what we want to do, and then we just kind of forget about it.
Yeah, or like schedules don't line up.
It's possible, but like this month is going to be kind of crazy for the spoiler warning crew. You're probably going to see a lot of episodes of KOTOR coming up that are like 3 people instead of 5. There probably won't be any spoiler warning on the week after this week. Because I'm going to a wedding in Colorado for half of it because I have a friend who's gone completely fucking nuts and wants to get married 10 days before Christmas.
As you do.
Yeah. So we'll see. But ideally, we'd like to do one of these every like couple of weeks. We just always forget to do stuff with it.
So, Ropeburn did know
like
something,
I keep saying, this
Wonder who he's meeting with.
Hey, look! I can pick up a gun and then throw it away.
Yeah. The classic New Year's stream. And
well, yeah, we'll do. I think we'll do that. We'll do the New Year's stream.
I won't be in Indiana this time, so I'll probably be able to show up. Punch that gun, Josh.
You took it and threw it on the ground. You don't think no gun.
Do you guys watch the Doctor Who? Whatever.
I have screwed up.
I have watched Doctor Who in the past.
I'm not at the top.
Okay. Josh, do you watch Doctor Who or whatever?
I do not. I have never seen Doctor Who in my life.
Alright, I forgive. Well, the reason I brought it up is because I've been watching Jessica Jones. I watched the finale of it right before doing this. And it feels weird because David Tennant is the bad guy in it, and the only thing I knew about David Tennant before watching this was punch that gun, Josh. Punch it. Punch it.
You'd expect those boxes to be better jumping pads.
That was the strangest thing. Okay, anyway. Why did you spend 10 minutes dropping that, or picking up that gun and then drop it?
Because I don't like guns.
Because the gun needs to be shown who's boss.
This game is supposed to make you feel like a slick badass, and it makes you feel like an idiot a lot. And it's like, I don't know whether they should like, because you don't want to just make it so smooth and intuitive that you just feel like you're not doing anything. Because then you're like Assassin's Creed, it's just like I'm holding the button. But, I don't know. There's definitely something to be said for control schemes that are too awkward to make.
Okay, wow, I am really messing this up all of a sudden. Maybe I had one drink too many here. Actually, let's, there is one useful thing you can use with this gun, which is to shoot out the windows. And then, I guess...
What are people talking about now? Oh, they're talking about Doctor Who because I brought it up. I only brought up Doctor Who because of David Tennant, and like, I knew everybody loves him as the Doctor, and then and in Jessica Jones, he's like the most despicable villain ever, and it feels weird because I'm like, I've seen this guy in a bunch of meme pictures. Where everyone's like, yeah, David Tennant, fuck Matt Smith.
Let's use the elevator. Come on, push the button, damn you.
I'm just imagining Faith trying to run up a wall for like 5 minutes and just being like,
you know,
fuck it, man.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, fine, damn you.
Everybody's talking about which Doctor is the best Doctor. My favorite Doctor my favorite Doctor was the 14th Doctor, played by Adam Sandler.
You're gonna have to get the prediction right now.
In his best role since
Adam Sandler.
Yes, in his best role since
Pixels. Again, it's really easy to accidentally trigger the wrong direction.
Also,
I was gonna say like a random number, like
can we? Thank you.
Or a wolf.
That's a thing.
Or a cat.
Man, I am getting tired of that screen flashing red. In any case, I've definitely seen some...
Great, I punched the window!
Yeah, I did that once.
Throw that window bomb.
Jessica Jones punched the window.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Justin.
You guys should watch the shows that I'm watching.
I don't have Netflix.
What?
You don't have Netflix? Dude, you can use my Netflix. You can use my Netflix. I will tell you the account details when we are not on a stream.
Oops. Okay, that was me forgetting that.
Actually, I wonder if there's some sort of like regional thing.
It's hard to
where it'll be
pay
like,
attention
"You're
to
not in
this
America,
game while you guys are
this is
talking
America."
about Netflix. I'm like, man, I should watch Netflix now.
Josh, what the
Yeah,
fuck did you just
people
do?
told me
I did it.
watch,
I made it.
People, when I
Remember
told
there
my
being a
friend that I
bench
watched
around
Jessica
here.
Jones and really liked it, and she was like, "Yeah, I watched Jessica Jones too. You should watch Daredevil. It's better." And
This
I
area,
was like,
incidentally,
Daredevil is not a...
This area reminds me of the Catalyst trailer. Where's the door here? Is there a door?
This area reminds me of
Can
my
I
own lab.
break through? Can I? Thank you.
That's okay. Hey, what do you guys think of
Fuck!
the
Are
new
you kidding
Batman?
me? Succeeded half of the motion.
Eventually, the cops are just like, if you're not gonna break that window, I will. Somebody shoot that window. Faith is having a hard time. Okay, anyway. No, as I was saying about Jessica Jones. I don't remember what I was saying.
I don't know
What were you saying about this game's environment?
This particular area here looks like the area from the Catalyst trailer that they did during E3.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
I will say, the one thing that looks good about Catalyst is that the places look more lived in, like not in the sense of being like grungy, but in the sense of
they're still colorful. The initial teaser seemed less colorful. It was a little bit more desaturated, and I was a little worried about that.
But but when they showed a gameplay trailer, I was like, oh no, the art style.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
There's like papers and stuff all over the place, and like it looks, the places look more used, like actual places.
So they're like a grim and gritty reboot.
No, because we said it's just as colorful.
Grim doesn't necessarily mean no colorful. Grim.
No, but that's what it
Where am I
tends to
going?
mean
Where am I
in
going?
popular media.
But maybe this is different. It's a grim and gritty pastel color reboot.
I think I got my mojo
Alright.
back, you guys.
What'd you guys think of the new Batman vs Superman trailer?
I think they
Sorry, I'm
spoiled the
trying to
entire
keep
movie,
things-
so I don't have to go and see it now.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but is the gist of it Batman and Superman don't like each other, but they're
Kind
both
of.
bigger evil and they have to still work together?
Basically, yeah.
Clark.
I could
Oh
never
my God.
seen that coming without the
It
trailer.
was Clark Kent and Clark Kent like interviews Bruce Wayne, and it's the funniest thing ever because
I think
Bruce Wayne's like, "Oh, you guys are being all high and mighty
Aaron
over
Eisenberg
at
is
Daily
the new
Planet."
Lex, right? Or was he the Lex in the other movies too?
Jesse Eisenberg. He was.
Jesse, yeah, okay.
Hideout up ahead.
I
Jesse-
think
no,
that
Jesse
works
Eisenberg.
pretty well as a sort of
Mark
like
Zuckerberg.
yeah, Zuckerberg Lex.
Yeah. I will say I thought he was horribly out of place in the first trailer, but in the second one I'm kind of amused by it. Like, he seems like the only person in the movie who's having fun with it.
Yeah, and you kind of want that
I
for
still
Lex
think
Luthor.
that... Yeah, I still think that Wonder Woman sticks out like a sore thumb. I was just like, why is she...
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman is in this movie.
Can we
Jared.
talk about the bad gun?
It's, oh yeah, Batman's holding a gun.
Yeah,
in the
what
last
is up
shot.
with that?
I'm
Fuck.
really... some of the trailer just feels like they are trying to piss off Batman fans. Like they're trying to make a big trailer that people will think is cool, and then for the old school Batman fans,
I
it's
think
trolling.
Affleck is a better Batman than Bale. Like he's
That's
a little.
possible.
He seems less angsty than Bale was. Like less like I am the super dark Batman.
And more just like rugged and sort of
Super.
charismatic.
I am the Dark Knight. I am the darkness.
I'll agree with that.
you
Everybody got
fear.
mad when they heard that
Fuck.
Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, but
Why
he's
can't I
actually
climb
okay
that?
in the trailer.
Yeah.
No, the thing that pissed me off about Wonder Woman was that, like, Superman and Batman both have completely redesigned costumes for the sake of fitting into Zack Snyder's, like, gritty universe he's making. And with Wonder Woman, they were like, leave her in the battle skirt. It's fine. She looks fine. And it's like, what? What? She looks so out of place.
So funny thing. This is something that, well, many people necessarily know, but I don't watch movie trailers as a rule. I go to
that's probably a wise decision. I haven't watched any of the Force Awakens trailers. Because I really don't want to spoil myself.
I theaters because I couldn't escape it.
I only watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I only watch the trailers when everybody's talking about them. That's what I do.
Well, I don't care. I'm gonna watch the movie anyway.
No, I don't care about the movie. Like, it doesn't determine whether or not I'm going to watch the movie. I just watch it to see what everyone's talking about. That's it. Trailers exist in their own universe.
I get enough of trailer bullshit from Twitter and social media to still know what they're talking about. When someone said, I heard the guy who killed Superman is in the movie, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen It's Still of Doomsday, I guess that's it. And I've seen the Bad Gun and the Battlestar.
Oh yeah!
What more do I need to know?
Looks like, Doomsday looks like a Michael Bay Ninja Turtle. So that's good.
I mean, that's kind of what it looked like in comics. Like, what if you took a buff guy and stuck like a whole bunch of rocks to him? And then
but again, he doesn't really
punch them over and over again until they die.
It's the same deal as with Wonder Woman, where, like, in this case, he looks very, very out of place in the world they've made.
Well, I mean, the world they made for Man of Steel is an ugly place that sucks, so in that way, they kind of...
I never saw Man of Steel. Apparently that was a good decision.
I saw it years after it came out. Yeah, it was... You know what?
Wasn't it last?
If you have no opinion of whatever, if you have no opinions of Superman but are a Dragon Ball Z fan, then I would recommend Man of Steel. The fight scenes are like straight out of Dragon Ball Z.
Alright.
If you want to feel better about either your own father or your own abilities as a father, I recommend you watch Man of Steel, because now's the worst father in the history of man. No, that's not a joke. That is actually true. That's the worst one.
It's incredibly nonsense.
It's awful. Clark, you have to let everyone die. They can never find out you're Superman. But Dad, I can very easily save everyone without them noticing. No! Let me die too, even though you can very easily
let me walk in the tornado and die for no reason. Oh my god.
To not save your dog, or whatever was happening, I forgot.
Yeah.
Like, I literally forgot everything about that.
Classic movie.
And then everybody died. And the whole city got destroyed. Spoilers for Man of Steel. A lot of people died.
Oh my god, a lot of people died. They painstakingly showed a lot of people dying in the big fight. Because when I said it's like Dragon Ball Z, I mean they're like flying through buildings, punching each other, throwing each other through stuff, and you're watching as buildings collapse with people in them. You see this. You see, like somebody smashes the ground, and all the people on the ground will like fly upward in the impact, and it's What? One thing I kind of like about the Batman vs Superman trailer is that it's like, hey, thank God somebody's actually acknowledging that Superman was kind of a murdering asshole in that movie. Like even if you buy the idea that he was just trying to protect people and whatever, he was indirectly killing them because he was fighting the guy and whatever, that's not what the common man would think. They would see this weird guy punching this other weird guy flying around, and they'd be like, okay, well, aliens have come to kill us. Like, that's what they would think.
To help people in the best way he knew as taught by his father.
Exactly. But like people wouldn't be like, man, this guy has saved us. They'd be like, these weird aliens fought each other and a lot of people died and one of them is still alive here. We need to get rid of him. He's going to harbor our doom. We need for that a man who dresses like a bat. Yeah, so like I kind of buy that element of it. So yeah.
Oh wait, that's another one.
Meanwhile, the chat is talking about Avenger. It's a much better movie
Is it?
franchise to be talking about.
Oh yeah, because I think somebody compared it to Avengers, and yeah.
Oh.
But the point is that Jessica Jones. It's not for everyone.
I
Definitely.
thought you said you were Mumbles.
Pretty graphic.
I distinctly remember reading on her Twitter that she was not into Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah, I asked her about it, and she was like, no. She said like it's a good show, but it with her and with many other people, I can totally understand. It just makes you feel like shit because it's about a lot of really graphic things happening and stuff.
Fuck you.
Meanwhile,
but yeah, I don't know. I have this weird situation where with I'll watch another episode of Jessica Jones and be like, man, I just feel emotionally drained and awful. I'm gonna watch another one. Did you just punch that guy off the edge?
I did.
Life is Strange yet.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, Life is Strange. Oh, I need to play Life is Strange.
How have you not
I'm
done
gonna feel
this?
stupid if I'm gonna feel stupid if we go through another year where I'm like, here's my game of the year. It's such and such, and then I play a game from that last year that I'm like, shit, it would have been this. Damn it. That was exactly in 2014. It was Volgar the Viking. I was like, if I had played Volgar the Viking in 2014,
It's really,
that
really
been
hard
the
with these controls to. Oops.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's nice of you to wait for me to get up before bashing me in the head and killing me. Let's talk about Mirror's Edge. Let's talk about the sequence.
Let's talk about Mirror's Edge.
I think this was a trailer sequence.
You just flopped. But yeah, I don't know. I think part of why Jessica Jones is a really like surprise hit for me is is because the comic it's based on is like one of the worst things ever. Do you know anything about the Jessica Jones character?
I do not. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't even know whether it's Marvel or DC.
Chopper's got a call from its mom.
It's Marvel. She's going to be in like a crossover thing with Daredevil.
Fuck.
Yeah, some people are talking about like, oh man, is this just the Jessica Jones sale stream? And I'm like, I hope
Justin just really gets into
I'm,
stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope people realize I'm the one person who's just deliberately pushing the subject away from Mirror's Edge.
Why? Every time I press the jump button there, I die.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I feel like there's not much to say about a game right at that moment, I will just literally think, what is a thing I've been doing?
Hey, there we go.
Okay, let's talk about it. Joshua.
I swear to God, part of this is the Steam controller. I'm not deliberately distracting you from talking about TV shows that nobody else here has watched.
Yeah, it's true. I think like one person in the chat has watched it. But no, okay, maybe I should just talk about it in the chat. That would probably make more sense.
I'm getting the sense that the Mirror's Edge talk is also kind of tapping.
Did you just do what I think you did? God damn it, girl!
Yeah.
I just spilled my Joe all over the keyboard.
Current setup lacks
can you get a message
critical
to Miller?
analysis
I need to see
and
it.
puns and wrestling.
Little 528 brings up a good point. What if Jessica Jones ate a Wendy's spicy crispy chicken sandwich?
Oh my God. Jacob is actually here in another room playing D&D with his fiancée and friends.
Is Jacob laptop Madison?
That's Madison, yes.
Is that how it works?
Please, let's talk more about the people that only you can see, Jared. on the ventrilo window that's hiding on one of my other monitors.
Heard him mention Project Icarus.
Garfield is dangerous.
Project Icarus.
Anyway, talking about
Don't you
this
mean
guy
Adam
again.
Jensen?
He framed my sister.
Cool guy.
I'm sorry, Faith.
For what?
White hair, Adam
For
Jensen.
this. I don't want Kate to go
Is this
down.
the Adam
Okay, you know
Jensen
what?
character? I forgot.
Again, since it's
Who
muted,
are
I
any
can't
of
hear
these
what they're
people
saying,
again?
so I'm gonna be like,
But you're just a dumb, stupid guy.
and then that guy's like, oh, but I'm gonna be the bad guy.
You have a
He's
gun
not the
pointed
bad
at me.
guy.
Again? That's really annoying. Can you stop doing that? No, I will never
I just
stop.
remembered I have a gun. Look at this. Isn't it a nice gun? It's
I am
so
going
shiny.
to escape now.
All I care
The
about
light
Kate.
is somehow falling
For her
on our
sake.
eyes and only our eyes.
You can't
as if there's
Batman
some
me
sort of
this time,
mask.
unless the
There's
camera
just, like,
pans
mask
over.
stuck to the roof.
Oh shit! Dog,
We both
damn
have
it, you're
guns.
Batmaning me again. Shit! Fuck!
But if everyone has guns, no one has guns.
Well, now I
That's
have
how
a
it
gun,
works.
which is the
That's
shittiest
not how
part
it
of this game. So
works.
here, you can have it. I don't want
If
this
everyone
gun.
has
I
guns,
Sabotage this
everyone
gun. If you
has
shoot me with
guns.
it, it will
Oh,
explode.
I just instinctively
There's a
brought my
bird
keyboard and
going in
mouse
the
up, and I was like, wait a
direction
minute, I'm not
Copeland's
doing that.
Burns, pal.
Maybe, but it looked like a CPF one to me.
That's a good
How much
back-of-the-box
would
code for the
cause
Steam
on a bird
control.
in this place?
I instinctively
Get going
reached
if you
for
wanna
my
catch it.
keyboard and mouse.
Keep on street level 2.
That's what I was saying earlier.
The
Yeah.
chopper.
Alright.
Well, like when doing the key bindings, I would just instinctively reach for a key, and I'm like, oh no, no, stop, stop. I'm not here for those. I'm not here for those.
Fuck you. Fine, I won't do that.
So what are you doing? And
That's
why are
cool,
you doing
Faith.
it?
Just
Also,
just
it's
keep
too
doing
late.
that.
I don't know. That's a good question, Jaren. I really like
Josh,
how
give
this
me,
part's yellow.
give me the quick sit rep for what you're doing right now.
I
he's,
am
Also,
jumping.
you're climbing an
remembering
electric fence.
how to do
Oh
this.
no! It just keeps.
Don't
you're not
climb
supposed
on
to be-
the electric fence.
You're not supposed to be able to grab it like that. It's supposed to, like, you're supposed to, like,
Yeah,
immediately let
well-
go because it shocks you. It just, like, bugged out and let you hold on to it until you died.
That is what an
That
electric
was
fence
great.
would do. The story checks out.
I do remember this being a pin. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Right, okay.
You're supposed to hold the runner
off the
vision
building.
button and then...
There is no
Don't you have the runner vision
button.
thing?
It just makes
Yes, there
things
is.
red automatically. dude.
Standard runner vision.
No,
Only
you know,
on
it's
hard
supposed to, like...
difficulty mode.
Runner vision, isn't it supposed to, like, point you in the correct direction?
No, there's nothing
It
like that.
doesn't
Yeah,
just
but
highlight
only on the
things, it
hard
also-
difficulty you have to toggle it on. Like here, it just automatically flips on. All the red.
No,
flags
no, 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 no.
are
I'm not
red.
talking about the thing that I'm not talking about the thing that makes stuff red. I'm talking about a button that turns the camera to where you're supposed to be going.
Is there one? I never
Yes,
used
I
it.
remember that in this game. Yeah, yeah, it helped me a lot.
I think you're lying. Like actively trying to deceive Josh. So he tries all the button combinations and forgets that he has one of his Steam controller buttons bound to all four.
I was about to say he could look in the controls, but you know, it's
I
it's
can't
the
even
alt
jump
button.
off of
That's
these
that's what it was.
things.
Somebody said
Oh,
it in
right,
chat, and I
there we
remember
go.
it now. Yeah, in game or in with the keyboard controls, it was.
Why are there electric fences up here anyway?
Because fuck anyone who goes on the roof.
Oh,
Those
that's
people deserve.
Hard mode. Okay. Hermocrates says hard mode pacifist, no runner vision is the only way to play, and I gotta say, just the pacifist part of that sounds painful.
There
Because
is
it's like, it's
one
not that it's
room
impossible.
in the game, at the very end of the game, like the room before the very, very end of the game where the game ends, is awful if you're trying not to kill anyone.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
you
I
can
get
tell in
that.
the late because they say in the promotional stuff like you can beat the game without firing a shot and it's designed for blah blah blah, but like in the late game,
strictly
stuff
speaking,
is
you
clearly
can,
designed.
but yeah, it's
Yes, technically. Yeah, it's
What
in
am
the
I-
same way
what
that
am I
you can
doing
play
here?
Postal 2 as a good guy. It's
It's
clearly
in the same way
like
that you
I
can
need to
play
be- I think I'm
Dark
going down
Souls
here.
with a Guitar Hero.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
People
well,
do it, but those people are
oh
bad.
yeah, somebody did do that.
Fuck, are
didn't
you
they?
serious? I'm all the way back at the
But yeah,
start of the
somebody beat
level.
Somebody beat Dark Souls with a Guitar Hero.
Oh
Josh
yeah,
is talking
didn't they
about-
beat them with the bongo drums at one point?
I
Probably.
think that particular person has beat Dark Souls with more or less every controller under the sun at this point.
Narrator Way says, why did you think you could make that? That's a good question, Josh. Why did you think you could make that?
I don't know. Why do I think in general?
That's a good question. You should let me and Jareth talk. You should let me talk about Jessica Jones and let Jareth.
Oh my God! No more Jessica Jones talk in this podcast / spoiler warning hangout episode. It's not happening.
Press that button.
A moratorium on anything that at least 2 people here know.
But it's played. But
so how about talking Dutch? That's fun.
Yeah. I actually don't even know what Dutch sounds like.
I actually did the...
You don't know what Dutch sounds like? I'm sure Jareth would be happy to oblige.
Jareth, speak Dutch for a bit so I can know what it sounds like. Because I know what like German sounds like.
I was talking about the game that we were playing.
That's stupid. What were you saying?
I was saying I did the pacifist thing, like the first and only time I played Mirror's Edge. Because I wanted the Xbox achievement, because I had it on my Xbox. And I went through the whole game not killing people. And then at the end it turned out that once or twice I'd accidentally grabbed a gun while disarming and then hit the wrong button and shot a person with it. And then immediately quit and reload, but that counts. Even if you reload, that counts. And then I did the last room. Oh, I still remember that last room. It is... That's the point where the game says if you haven't picked up a gun at this point, fuck you. You deserve not to be happy.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah, it's you can really like that's the point where the conflict between what they wanted the game to be and what they needed to make the game be was the most apparent.
Is it through yet?
We should make a game where all you do is run and deliver packages. But what if people want to shoot a gun?
So that's no then.
And instead of saying, well, those people can just go do one of the hundreds of other games and have guns in them, they said, well, okay, let's add gunplay then, I guess. What if people want a cyberpunk dystopia story that in no way involves you carrying messages to places? You're like, okay, let's put that in too then. I guess that's what we're doing right now.
That's not even a cyberpunk story. There's no cyberpunk elements that are important to the story at all. It's a cyberpunk setting like of some sort.
I mean, partially.
What is the point of this ladder?
Was weaker and lamer than the ones that we used. She only had keyboards. I mean, come on. You're playing this with a multifunctional, reprogrammable controller. It's only cyberpunk if runner vision is some sort of implant.
Super annoyed by that jump.
Yeah,
right, let's try it from this height. Does that do it? Ah, there we go.
Yeah, you did it, even though it's only happening on screen, and for me, you actually just fell down. So I'm cheering on something that hasn't happened yet.
No, that's past it, actually. Or
Good job.
No, you mean the last time that I fell down? Oh fuck, I forgot.
Anyway, I also don't really watch game trailers, so I haven't seen anything for the new Mirror's Edge game. Maybe
you just
it'll
sound
be
like
fun.
a really boring person.
What do you guys think? I like to... Josh, did you just climb straight into a steam vent?
I may have done that.
I'm going to ask why.
Because it was there.
You thought it would unlock an achievement?
No.
Achievement, getting really steamed? Ho 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 ho!
Aha! Try to be Red Sky.
Listen, I don't do puns, okay?
And then there's this thing where, like, the dude you've been working with is meeting with super evil, like, Darth Vader character here. That never comes back. What?
What's up, guys?
What?
It's the guy.
You told a pun, Jareth, and you summoned Rutskarn. What the hell?
Oh god, that actually happened.
It feels weird whenever Rutskarn shows up because when Rutskarn's not here and I'm in the stream, sometimes somebody will be like, "Is that Rutskarn? Why does Rutskarn sound different?"
Well, just to clear that up, yes, that's Rutskarn. He's the real Rutskarn. Shoot me!
I'll be okay.
So now we have captured in a cutscene.
That's true.
Oh,
it was me.
Fuck.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
only
here for
like
that
5
one
minutes
that
or
didn't
something.
work out.
So I thought I'd make the most of watching Josh fail this. Watching Josh fail this QuickTime event.
I've spent we're about out of things to say about Mirror's Edge, and I've spent the past half hour talking about Jessica Jones.
Is this Stephen Russell? This sounds like Stephen Russell.
Whoa! Josh, that was
I'll be okay.
quite the acrobatic show of...
Josh, why are you walking through this door again? You know what's gonna happen.
It's magic.
Alright, I'm calling it. Josh fails this 3 times. No more, no less.
This guy is like a muscly
sounds
Donald Trump.
optimistic.
Good call, Somnamorium. He says Josh is getting beaten up by a muscly Donald Trump.
That's 2.
Take a 3 for 3 shot.
We can both go to hell. No one
I may have grossly underestimated how many times Josh is going to die at this.
Yeah, that 3 was very
Okay,
optimistic.
by the way, for the record, Rutsgar and Josh is playing with a Steam controller.
Okay, so
No,
you're
I'm
all
aware
wrong.
of that.
I
That
only
is the
died
menace.
twice.
That is the menace for the stream.
Better talk fast.
Yes.
I don't believe you, Josh. The stream hasn't caught up to you, so I'm just going to assume that you died again.
The he played Medieval 2 Total War to show. Whoa! Oh snap! I think there's another one now.
Oh, there is not.
Right, did you kill that guy by kicking him in the junk? That is hard.
Oh no! That was it. That was the one QuickTime event.
Yep.
Wow! I forgot.
Yeah,
how
that's
lame
not
game
actually
was.
that whole combat. Yeah, you can
like
tell
this-
that this was like a boss battle that they wanted to have in the game, but they just ran out of time, money, and fucks.
That's. I mean, that describes a lot of this game. Is that they
And
had
then
ideas
like
for things and then ran out of something.
90-pound woman tries to pull up this like 400-pound professional wrestler.
Yeah, that was never gonna happen. And
It's
what
like,
do you
nope,
do
you're
once you
dead,
got him back
dude.
up there, and you no longer have a shitload of momentum to use against him. This guy was never climbing up this pipe. Imagine a scenario in which this guy makes it back up onto the roof.
I like to think she was just
Same wrestler guy
high-fiving
from
him.
the cutscenes?
No.
Because he looks way less.
No, that's the guy in white.
No, it's a different guy. But I like to think she was just giving him a high five before he died.
Now, I forget, is there any particular reason, I guess, is that supposed to be that was,
Did you run up on that
your
wall and then go
buddy or whatever, so they didn't shoot you, they just shot Ropeburn? Is that the idea? Because I feel like your buddy tries to kill you later and has no problems with it.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Maybe she was only
Well, this
hired
game...
to kill
He very
Maybe
he
it was
very
like
specifically
musket, and
Like-
they only had one
missed.
shot.
Yeah, like he missed in a very specific way that hit the guy. And he didn't try to fire a second shot because he was like,
Oh, is this the
well,
train
if I
one?
missed and hit
Oh,
that
we got
guy,
it
what
with
am I
the
gonna
train.
hit?
Wonder who his professional is.
Oh, the train.
I'm boosting your signal. Try and find a way through.
Oh, this part. I'm glad I arrived for you dying this section a million times. We're not getting out of here for cheaper than... We're not getting out of here for cheaper than 6 deaths.
I don't know. Oh. What's this? Oh, this is
Someone
the
in
other.
chat, Josh wants you to know that they
This
love your
is the most... No, yeah, this is how Mirror's Edge
Thank you,
recordings
Sentius,
go.
or
This is some entertaining
Sentius?
Mirror's Edge streaming here. Let's
Who knows?
find our way around this area.
Great.
It's the best
That's
way to
Scar. I'm so
enjoy
glad you
footage
came.
of a free-running game.
Yes.
Well, you haven't seen
Well, yeah,
the
'cause
part
this
where
is
Josh
one of the most-
fails at Simple
Oh, I
Death.
know what I'm supposed to do here. I remember
This
this.
is one of the most. This has to be like one of the most constrained levels in the game. Like this is.
Oh my
this
God!
Is really where the free running suffers.
Consciously, I completely forgot that I absolutely streamed this game, didn't I?
You did.
There was like one time
You
it was
absolutely
just
did,
this
yeah.
part.
Ah.
Flail Morpho said to me on Steam chat, of all the colored locations, she sure is lucky there isn't a location painted all red. That would be a hassle. I mean, I guess with the theming and stuff they tried to make it so. Whoa, okay.
It's really difficult to do wall runs with this controller.
I would,
See,
yeah, I would
he
imagine.
keeps blaming it on the controller.
Isn't there
Okay,
like a button
you are
where
welcome
quick
to
turn?
try, Jarenth. What the?
Yeah.
Josh,
I mean,
isn't there like a button
boy.
for quick turn?
There is. There it
There
is,
you
right
go.
there. It's just a little context
Seems
sensitive.
you might be clear of the blues for now. Looks like the Riding Park subway stop's closed. Some kind of
So, have
renovation
you
work.
guys watched the new Batman vs Superman trailer?
We talked about this like 30 minutes ago.
But Rutzcon wasn't
Batman-
there, Josh.
I didn't watch a trailer with Batman and Superman. I did watch a trailer with two schmucks scowling at each other, though.
And then Wonder Woman at the end, for some reason.
Two schmucks scowling at each other, and then Mark Zuckerberg decided that he was going to be like a stereotypical smoking gown wearing gentleman drinking a martini.
Yeah, you know, okay, I liked Jesse Eisenberg in the trailer. Granted, I know nothing about Lex Luthor. I don't know if he's in character or not, but
I mean, it depends on
like
which Lex Luthor we're talking about.
Not.
Okay, I know he's not in character because he's not bald, but the other point is that I liked him in the trailer because he seemed like he was the only person who was having fun.
The thing I thought was funny about the trailer is how, like, you know, whenever you watch like a superhero trailer or something, and there's a guy swaggering around, just like obviously being the guy, and then someone says,
Yes.
"The guy, it's you," and you're like, "Yeah, I know it's the guy. You didn't need to say it's the guy. I guess you just had to tell everybody else it's the guy." But in this trailer, you absolutely needed to be told that this is Lex Luthor because he shares zero traits in common with Lex Luthor. He's actually just some dude. He's just some dude in an ascot.
I think it's an okay reinterpretation of the, like, evil Lex Luthor businessman.
Oh, I don't care. I fucking hate Lex Luthor. He's just like boring. He's interesting in theory, and he's boring in every practical application.
Mumbles was mad, so don't mention that to her. She was like, "Why wouldn't you want to make Lex Luthor? He's great."
Yeah. Mumbles is mad, so absolutely mention it to her as soon as possible, as often as possible. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Mention it to her on Twitter right now.
I mean, at least he's a better villain than Riddler. Oh, I'm gonna die.
You are literally dead.
I mean, I'm not playing another game right now. I'm not doing that.
Why would you?
By the way, everybody congratulate me because my Mario Maker level, Yoshi Ride Deluxe, just got starred by someone.
Yay!
Congratulations. You've made something of lasting value.
Exactly.
You got quiet.
I'm just waiting till he gets to the fucking train part so I can.
We're at the train part.
Repeated deaths.
This is a bad idea.
No, you're. Oh well, I'm not. I'm watching you fucking around in section 1B or some bullshit.
Oh, I see what I'm saying. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So Josh, you just saw the first train go past, and now you're running, and I'm still waiting to get to the good part.
The problem is that if you're like really delighted about Josh fucking up something, his inner skilled person will come out and make sure that he doesn't.
This was a bad idea.
Just because that would hurt you more.
See, that's where the Steam controller gets in the way of that lofty goal, Jared.
The word you're looking for, Jareth, is spite. His spite comes up. Spite is possibly the only force in Josh stronger than... I was gonna say whatever causes him to fail, but actually that's also spite, so never mind. It's spite all the way down.
It's the only force in Josh's body.
Spite makes might.
It's like I'm a superhero. Or maybe a supervillain.
Arthur Caldazar says, "Wow, Rutz is so far behind." Don't worry, we're all so far behind.
So
I mean, it's possible that Rutz is a little further behind.
So you found a brand new love.
Exactly.
Okay, Josh, I have you put down for at least 5 times failing to catch the swinging parallel bar, so that's 1 so far on my end. I'm excited.
It's better. It's better than you could ever imagine.
Oh, there it is.
Bye, guys.
I think Jesse Eisenberg in the Batman vs Superman trailer was actually impersonating Rutskarn.
That's why Rutskarn doesn't like it.
Yeah, why would I like that? Fuck. That's a terrible idea.
Although he didn't do enough puns, that's the main.
Well, they have to keep something for the actual movie.
The movie is like an hour and a half of Jesse Eisenberg doing puns, and then a half hour of Batman
and Superman just like increases the scale.
Okay, so Jareth, you didn't watch the trailer, so you don't know how Wonder Woman showed up. It's literally she just appears and blocks a thing from Doomsday, and then Superman goes, "Wait, is she with you?" And Batman just goes, "I thought she was with you." And then it's like, boom, and she's like, it's walking
It was
forward
exactly like a fan trailer. It was exactly like a fan trailer.
A fan trailer that misses the point of what fans like about the thing. Oh.
Exactly.
Okay. I said this earlier when you weren't here yet, but now that you are a person who is expressing opinions about the trailer, I have to say it. Wonder Woman, like, they redesigned Superman and Batman's costumes completely to fit with like Zack Snyder's gritty realism view of EC Comics. And whether you like that or not, whatever. Wonder Woman, they were just like, fuck it, she can keep the battle skirt. She looks fine, and she just sticks out like a sore thumb when standing next to Superman and Batman. I don't know what they were thinking.
Fuck.
Other than skirts are fine. She looks fine. Don't slut shame.
Right, got your back. Looks like you're in a subway area.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, I really would have preferred Zack Snyder just not change any of the costumes, but try to make them work within their own milieux, instead of turning everything into a scale fest. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is like, if you're going to do that, then actually do it. And and that's what he's been doing thus far, but with Wonder Woman, it's like, he doesn't care. It's like, oh, people know who Wonder Woman is, just give her the battle skirt.
I think that's the fear, almost, is that Wonder Woman's not iconic enough for general audiences, so they gotta, like, make her as sort of evocative of the Wonder Woman style as possible. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, not everybody knows of it, but like, Wonder Woman, if they think she's not iconic enough, they're wrong. Like, people know...
I detected a certain amount of laziness. I mean, they made Aquaman badass. They cast fucking Khal Drogo.
Yeah, they completely changed Aquaman. That's true. They cast the guy from the...
Is it just me or did these trains get way shorter?
There he goes.
Alright, that's 4 so far, Josh. That's actually 4 so far.
They
fucking shit! God damn it!
Are you trying? Oh, Josh.
Oh, that was just lazy, Joe.
Josh, you can't catch the first train. I mean, one could in theory, but you can't.
I did, actually.
Oh, there you go.
You can't catch the train. I mean, maybe you could, but you can't. Oh, that's great. Okay, hang on.
You know what they say?
I don't know, man.
I just love how it's an instant death. It's just like thunk.
You missed your train, fucko.
And again.
Oh. I was definitely underselling this part.
Like, am I missing something about jumping to the other train?
Look sharp. Hold tunnel ahead.
Don't
Jump
do
to
it.
another train.
You're supposed to.
You have to. Just don't do it. It's funny if you don't.
There we go. I did it.
We can make a last stop, Joe.
Oh no, Flamorpho is just attacking me with railroad and train puns.
Ow. I like how this isn't immediately lethal if you hit one of these things. I mean, it would suck if it were,
they had
but...
It's surprisingly lenient.
If they had Wonder Woman wearing, like, a combat, sort of Amazonian combat type costume in the same sort of color scheme. And they mentioned that she is an Amazonian princess. People would know she's Wonder Woman. She doesn't need to be wearing that getup. That's my
nice work,
sense.
kiddo. Real nice.
What the?
If you get any more trouble, Celeste's on a job near you. She'll help you out.
You fell over for no reason.
What's gonna happen in 5 seconds?
Alright. I think that's everything, unless we really want to go for more missions and basically finish the game at this point.
Yeah, you should. This is a full LP right here.
Yeah? Yeah.
This is an official speed run.
Got a tip off about a meet at the new Eagle.
No, it is not.
Gonna pay a visit.
You know what? You're right, Cummings. Where the fuck is the Black Widow movie?
I agree. I was saying, okay, I have an idea that I pitched. Rutsgarn, I think they should make a Black Widow game that would basically be Deus Ex, but with Mirror's Edge style platforming.
Something worth protecting.
Like where you can do
that game just sounds rad in general.
Yeah, but I think like as a Black Widow game, that would be perfect. You can like do acrobatic stuff and like you could like because like Deus Ex is stealth, but you could like hide in a hallway by doing that thing where you climb up the hallway with like each leg on a side of the thing, and it's just like how perfect would that be? Why is this not a game currently in existence?
Dad never forgave himself, and I'm at home soon after.
Alright, well, it has been fun. After this cutscene is over, we are going to end the stream. Thank you everyone for showing up. Let's give a round of applause for Rutskarn for managing to be summoned by a pun.
He offered to train me.
No, Josh, I was summoned by the opportunity to watch you do the train section.
What you're doing now, Faye, is the fastest way to get yourself killed.
They got my sister involved, Sal.
Final verdict on the Steam controller. It is a
I owe her that much.
very, very configurable spork.
That's what we do.
It's it's kind of a pain to act. It doesn't plug and play.
Yeah, it doesn't. You really
I mean, you
gotta
can
spend,
plug and
like,
play with it, but like it's suboptimal.
Yeah, like when you say configurable, it's that's both a good thing and a bad thing.
Get going.
It takes a lot of jiggering and finagling to get it to do the stuff that you want it to do. Also, my other verdict on the Steam controller is watch Jessica Jones tonight at whatever Central PM only on Netflix.
No more of that.
Wherever movies are sold.
It's really heavy, but it's also pretty good.
Yes, you weren't here. I've been talking about it all day, and
that's basically been like half of this stream has been. Hey, has anyone seen Jessica Jones? No. Oh, okay.
And then I get the chat talking about it, and I'm like, whoa.